Okay, so with our Daggerheart Session 0, where we're going to be making our first level characters. So right at the very beginning. But let me start off with a little lore introduction to the world that we're going to be playing in. And then by the end of the session, you are going to help me build out a lot of the areas, pick either where you came from or where you visited. We'll each have at least one area to take care of. And then over the course of the next few days and weeks, we will iron out and fine-tune the details. So where we are is the map you see in front of you. This is, I realize my mouse has moved it a little bit. Silvaheim.
Silvaheim.
Yep.
Midsummer.
Isolated from the major regions of the world, the denizens of Silvaheim Forest live life as defenders. Defenders of their own beliefs, defenders of their friends, and defenders of the land. The heart of the Silvaheim Forest is quiet, protected, and calm, but those luxuries are only afforded because of those living on the borderlands. Those brave or unfortunate souls that spend their months defending Silvaheim from threat to the east. In a life of squabble, mud, and shadow, these outposts turned into villages, towns, and even cities. Life is rough, but a sense of family has created a tight network between them. While you may hold the door for someone and smile, you could be in a fistfight by the time you reach the counter to order a pint. These 7 outposts have grown so strong that they have created a net blocking a majority of the trespassers. This area is called the Weave. The outposts are known as knots. They offer protection, resources, and to some, a home.
So are you saying nuts or knots?
Knots.
Okay.
Weave knots.
Just to clarify.
Yes.
Thank you.
Deep in Silvaheim, which translates to Home of the Forest, there's a bustling hub of resistance in Lake Town, led by the town's speaker, Ark Cloudfang, who is a ferocious Senyk of 4 cycles now. Lake Town is at the verge of conflict. To the northwest, the draconian territory of Rheinfjord is a conflicted home of Dwarven kings and Dracona heirs. To the southeast, the unsurvivable barren lands offer no escape or safety. The southwest does hold hope, as a new populace has emerged, forming a government to translate the Treaty of Elevation into regional boundaries based on longitude and latitude. While the prime species in the Sea Prince region debate, the world moves ever forward. But what sinks deeper than a stone in the Silvaheim Lake is what's looming in the danger from the steppes. Lake Town bubbles with purpose and longing to grow, but the monsters at its doorstep refuse to let it succeed. I'm going to point out a few map areas for you all. As we mentioned, we have the Rheinfjord region, which is all this area up here. Sea Sprints, which is down here and goes down the coast quite a ways. Barrenlands is here and goes down to unknown distance. And then Valnoria is a little bit separated. You have to get through the Rheinfjord regions first before you get to Valnoria. That might be later on in the campaign if we head that direction.
Okay.
Most of the population lives here. Let's scroll up a little bit. So here are the 7 towns I was talking about, from South Coast all the way up to Hardwater. There's Puddle Branch, Stepguard, Lake Town, which is these 2 towns, Bog Slope, Crater Town, and South Coast. There's also one more, not visualized.
I know, I was like, I've got my iPad, that's close enough.
I should grab your notebook.
Do you have like a day's distance between everything?
Yes. Let me get that in just a moment.
Large town. I gotta be from there.
You're a down on small town,
I
Yeah.
do look down on small town.
which is bigger than us, but we'll have to get to that.
And
Sorry,
the
you
la-
said Lake Town was run by who?
Arc Cloudfang.
Thank you.
But Lake Town is 2 towns.
It is on each side of the lake. So it is one town
Interesting.
smaller, and then the larger area, but it is divided by one bridge.
Ruled by the same kind of people, I would assume.
Yes,
Or-
Arc oversees all of it. There's a little triangle here. It's hidden and not named, but it is underground. That is Shade Hollow. I'll talk a little bit about all those locations now, just so you can start to think about where you might want to be from, or if none of these, if you feel like you want to be from outside the Weave originally, then we have a lot of other areas that you can pull from, including creating your own. So I'm going to start from north to south. Hardwater is the northern border of the Rhymefjord region. It deals with a majority of the cold, and as the lake is almost always frozen, it got its name Hardwater from that. Puddle Branch, is a swampy cold climate that hides from the sun most of the year, but it collects the majority of the rainfall. A large supply of basic foods and medicines originate from this location. And experimental medicine has this derogatory nickname called Puddle Juice. Despite its high success rate, it is experimental. Steppguard is one of the most important areas. A massive comet crashed down into the ground before history was recorded. It slashed through the landscapes and the mountains to carve a path through it. That is what is known as the steppes. These stepped lands harbor aberrations and monstrosities that exist nowhere else in the realm. These are the primary threats to Lake Town. Steppguard is the largest outpost, and it is home to a unique group of individuals known as the Boards. Bordes, like borders, but the Boards.
Gotcha.
Shade Hollow is nestled between the mountains, so the large mountain range there for sunrise, and they lose sunlight to the one hollow mountain to the west. This area gathers less than 5 hours of sunlight on its longest days. A sanctuary for those that prefer to stay out of the light.
Where is that?
That is this little triangle right here, south of this lake.
What was it called again?
Shade Hollow.
Less than 5 hours of sunlight.
Most of it is underground and harbors those that do not like to be in the sun. Bog Slope, where a majority of the rainfall that either reaches the lakes or settles in the grass plains of Bog Slope. Bog Slope is high up on the mountain's edge of a cloud forest. A community built on risers and plinths, this is a strong farming town with crops like coffee, beans, fruits, and flowers. It's almost always shrouded in a mist. Bog Slope acts as a secluded sanctuary to many travelers that are attempting to breach the mountain's borders. South Post, a drier and sunnier outpost, where many of the young boards go to train before their first posting. Built more on southern traditions, taking a lot of influence from the sea sprints, it's often the last to know about information that happens here in the region. Many believe South Post is not a true area of the Weave, often believing they get assigned there, those that get assigned there are less worthy and belong with the trainees.
What's so this is called like dust. Is it kind of more like deserty down here, the biome?
So the Barren Lands is all sand and desert.
Barren lands are sand.
So once you cross over the mountains, there's not much life there. It has bled through, like South Coast is more warm and dusty.
Oh, more like American, like
Yes.
West. Gotcha.
Yep. Heavy influences from real landscapes.
Dusty.
Death Valley.
Yeah, if this was California, this would be everything just to the east of it.
Gotcha.
Where's Zion?
It's my favorite
Town?
national park. Oh yeah, what's Crater Town?
Crater Town. Yes. Crater Town. One sec.
I was guessing on that. I just saw this big C.
Big C and Big Town.
Tell me about Large Town.
Tell me about Large Town, yeah.
Crater Town is a sheltered village in the heart of a still smoking crater. Due to its high levels of arcane residue from a falling star, Crater Town is very dangerous, and it's a place full of criminals and shadowy figures.
Is it the Wild West?
Hmm?
Is that like Wild West?
I mean, it is not a very pleasant place to live in a sulfuric smelling, but
Volcanic.
It's just Megaton.
it's Naples sitting on the outside of Vesuvius, but now you're inside Vesuvius instead.
Okay.
You said it's like a high concentration of magic and arcane stuff there, right?
Yes. So
Interesting.
this area was hit by multiple falling stars or comets, or could be a meteor. That's where steps. So the steps were formed here as something collided through and presumably created all of this different remnants. Either the crater that formed the lake itself, another offshoot landed in Crater Town, but also the Silverheim forest has so much rich life and resources because of this. Little cosmic interference, shall we say. I'll talk a little bit about the history and how time works here and where we are in the age of this world. You're going to hear the phrase cycle used. Cycle is a period of time between landmark events or ages. A cycle, when a cycle is completed, the divine calendars all line up and start again. One cycle could be 1 calendar year as we know it, or it could be 200 years. It wasn't until the 5th cycle that a more advanced calendar was created and a standard system of measurement was used. Different cultures follow different calendars and timelines, but the full realm that you are in, so beyond just the Silverheim Forest, is known as Stratinae. The realm of Stratinae formally adopted a 12-month calendar during their 10th cycle, which was then named the Cycle of Time. We are during the 5th cycle, not during the 10th cycle. I apologize for that, because we're not at the 10th cycle yet. We are in the 8th cycle, which is a new era called the Divine Eyes. And I will let you keep jotting down notes, but I will tell you that I use Millinote, which you guys will have access to after this. And that helps you can see all the different lore, add your own comments. Great place to keep session notes.
So I don't.
But I do recommend writing down things that are interesting to you,
Yeah.
Okay.
instead of trying to write down every piece of information.
I'm the note taker in this campaign. That's why I'm like breaking my hand. Carpal tunnel's back.
So, won't go too far into this. These are things we can learn as we play. I'll just quickly go through what the different cycles were, and you can see how the world got to where we are. Before any of the cycles, which was called Origin Times, there was the Demon Age. This is where gods formed the lands, where they drew their master plans into the threads of fate, time, and chance. This was an unknown length of time.
The Demon Age?
The Demon Age, yeah.
Oh, okay, Demon Age. Gotcha.
In one Origin Time, the first cycle, was the Treaty of Elevation, forged in the heartland of Stratinae. The prime species, which are Dragonkin or Dracona, elves, and dwarves, met in the heartland to forge an agreement that stood for all. This was a youthful attempt to prevent any conflict in the world. The Treaty of Evolution, very flawed, believed that everything underneath the ground belonged to the dwarves, everything from the ground to the top of the tallest tree belonged to the elves, and everything from the tops of the mountains to the sky belonged to the Dragonkin. You can see that there was a lot of issues with that.
Yeah.
Treaty of Elevation?
Yes.
Okay. You just slipped and said evolution.
Oh
So I
yeah,
was
sorry.
Like, just want to be sure.
Elevation.
It's like evolution
Good-
was a
good
whole different thing.
Good
with these.
segue. The second cycle was the lineage cycle, where the prime species begin to spread out and build upon their communities and their homes as family trees started to form. When the mountains were filled, a new network of caves had to be created. When the forest was tapped out, the grasslands had to be expanded outwards. Everyone was growing. This was the largest time of peace and solidarity that the realm ever saw. The dilution cycle was the third cycle. This started with the elves. And with their larger understanding of how survival needed to work, half-species began to grow in population. The non-prime species were forming communities and even cities, and as the world grew in size and population, a natural cross between species accelerated the variety of life. Then the age of exploration took hold. As homes were forged, travelers began to document their pathways, forming areas by longitude and latitude. Population changes and minor conflicts arose when half-species searched for their proper home. Was it in the mountains, but they were also part elven, so they belonged in the forest? The Treaty of Elevation began to crack. The age of, and I may be pronouncing this wrong, because it is French, I believe, Recherche.
Let me see.
That's it.
Oh, I
Hard
can't
to
see.
see.
But
Racherche. The age of magic, through a different word.
Recherche.
Recherche. Maybe I should write things that I can actually pronounce. The gods, watching their plans begin to sway off course, introduced a way to defend against monsters, but also to control lesser minds. Magic was accessible to mortals for the first time. A select few members from each species were given a divine spark of inspiration. With this magical spark, brilliant minds emerged and created new systems that were quickly adopted through the land. The most influential, they invented the Strattonate calendar. But of course, after that, in the 6th cycle, the arcane wars began. The use of magic to oppress the lesser was immediate and violent. As more learned the arcane ways, more used it for their own personal gain instead of the plan of the gods. To combat this, new gods secretly granted their followers more and more abilities. A Pandora's box had been opened, and the cycle of violence grew. The age of magic lasted 300 years on the new calendar, and the 6th cycle, the arcane wars, lasted 15 years. For the next 10 years, in the 7th cycle, was the unison of the land. Everyone could see the end of civilization. Each of the 3 prime species selected 12 individuals, 4 from each species, to become the founders of Strattonate, setting forth plans, areas, and laws for their own kind and its subspecies offspring. While not everyone was included, this was enough to pause the violence. A new voice emerged in the land, one of independence. Each area wanted its own laws, its own leaders, and while it was quiet across the realm, something was beginning to form that would reshape the landscape of Strattonate forever. The following 5 territories were created: Valnoria, Rhinefjord, Silvaheim, Sea Sprints, and Strattonate Origin, which is all the way out to the east. Where we are now, the new era. Origin times are complete. We are now in the Divine Eyes. Years 1 through 24, the realm is growing too fast. The divide between areas and beliefs are hair triggers to new conflicts. Voices are being raised as new leaders. But the gods are being forgotten. Their first plans, burned by individuality that they could not have foreseen. Now, in an attempt to build their following, the gods watch their lands more carefully. They observe loyalty and betrayals. The presence is seen widely across the realm as more churches, temples, communities, and sects are formed. The major population centers see this, but out in the wilds, a shift in the winds and waters is what's taking root. A new pantheon challenges for a seat at the table. Hidden from the major deities, they look to anchor themselves on this precious world. And that is our setting in a not-so-brief few paragraphs.
Love it.
You mentioned like Witcher is a possible kind of like
Yes.
example. Is that also kind of similar in like time period, like clothing, aesthetics kind of a thing?
Yes, yeah. I like to
Polish
play
label.
in the. It's kind of. I want to say grimier, grittier fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
There are, especially in our area, it's mud and shadow, cold and wet. It's not polished and proper. The castles that you see here are mud and brick, or found and renovated from some history long before your recorded history. Unsure how it's there or why it's there. If you venture into the more populous areas, you'll find the horseback riders with pristine armor and bright color banners. So definitely more of a grimy feel. In line with The Witcher are the members known as the Board. They have, if anyone is interested in following a path similar to a board, we can talk a little bit about what that entails, but on a brief synopsis, as a young child, once you train and become of age, you are sent up the steps. And as far as you can go and survive before you come back, changes who you are as an individual. Are you meant to be strong enough to protect this realm? But it also, as you get closer to that cosmic energy, alters your DNA. There are flaws, there are benefits that can come from these experiences.
Changing your
I kinda
DNA
love
because of
that.
the.
Magic,
Because
the
of the
arcane
magic,
that's
yep.
there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's really
Ooh.
cool. I kind of like that.
Are the boards revered or feared?
Yes.
Both.
Yeah.
Like cops.
They are a necessary evil. They
Like
are
cops.
usually the mutations are physical
Yeah.
and
Obvious.
off-putting.
Ooh, okay.
Some examples are eyes that are constantly seem to cry blood, but then you can see
Keep those ones in
dream
the back.
foresee you can foresee things in dreams.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of like in Avowed where they got like the mushroom like scions and like it's an obvious thing and
Mhm.
people are like but they also know that you're like more powerful.
Yes.
It's,
So some mutations are accelerated recovery but frail bones. So you get hurt easily but can recover quickly.
A little give and take.
Okay.
So every
Okay.
Balance,
mutation,
balance.
and we'll work through that to, if you decide to go that route, to find something that has an equal and opposite reaction to it.
I had a character idea and this new pantheon sounds very cool for that. Are there any established people in the new pantheon that you want to mention or are we
Sure,
building
if you
it
want
out?
to.
Yeah.
This is
Okay.
building it out. So
Okay.
if you're interested in anything that has been said here and want to pull that thread further,
I love that.
I've
yeah.
left a lot of things intentionally vague or unwritten, so we can dive further into that.
Yeah. I'm curious about the new pantheon as well.
And has anyone ever come back from the barren lands or are they
At this time,
okay.
Dang.
it is too dangerous to traverse.
Mhm.
You don't know how far it goes, but it also, they have an estimate of how large it is because the sea sprints borders it all the way down, so they can tell you like,
Sea sprints are like, don't go up there.
yeah, like, but there's nothing out there for you either.
Yeah.
It's just danger and dust.
Where are the Barrenlands? Is that all down
That's
there?
all
They were like,
Oh, that's all. That's
did you
there.
get the
Okay.
first part of it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't go here. It's bad.
In sea sprints, you say kind of like do the coast and kind of circle around.
Think the
That's
bottom of
Small
South America,
Yeah.
like that coastal all the way down to a point, and then if you try to head over to Stratenay Origin, the Barren Lands just about hits that far down. So once it gets to the coast, the Barren Lands end because there's water there.
Yeah.
But the sea
So,
does meet the sand.
Yeah.
so like
that's
this
so
is
cool.
the sea sprints. That's the like mountain range is the Barrenlands. Okay.
For our intents and purposes, this area is, in its early history, it's very dangerous to go outside there, and there's not much benefit to doing so.
Okay.
Cool.
Maybe there'll be a reason to, but most of this northward is more the threat and dealing with the two conflicting prime species of Dwarvenkin and Dracona that are fighting over the same area right now. That's where a lot of the population is.
So like
And that's just all the north.
Yes, the
Northeast.
north border. Yep.
Okay. Oh, the whole north border. Okay.
All right, let's talk a little bit about some of the mechanics in this campaign before we get into actually building our characters. I want you to know all the different mechanics
And
so you have the best best knowledge to build. A campaign mechanic is something that is unique to this setting. There are rules that may not be in the book, but they will apply to everyone that is in this world. When inside a Weave Not community, in a safe area, short rests act as long rests. So if you are in one of the 7 communities, it is well protected that if you are in a safe area, there's some not safe areas in those, and you take a short rest, you gain the benefits of a long rest. Outside of a Weave Not community, long rests conclude, and you will take 1 stress or lose 1 hope if you are resting outside of a community. There's a mechanic that I'm calling the monsters are watching. On a long rest outside the Weave Not, you can add the downtime activity Keep Watch. At the end of a rest, both you and I, if one of you, it only takes 1, to keep watch, will roll a d12. You can choose to keep yours, or you can gamble and take my result. On a 1 to 2, an attack is imminent, as if you were being watched throughout the night, waiting for the opportune moment, and an attack or a consequence will happen. On a 3 to 5, the fear of being watched triggers. I will gain 2 fear. On a 6 through 9, is the fear of unease, and I will only gain 1 fear. 10 or 11 is a peaceful night, and you will not mark a stress or a hope. And on a 12, you not only don't mark a stress or a hope, you also gain a hope.
Damn.
Cool.
So there's only 3 that are really good.
Yeah. The rest are like, oh, buddy.
So it is
Should have just slept.
it is dangerous to
You're
spend
one
time
point.
outside of the communities.
Okay.
You have 1 in 4 chance of it being good.
Most life expectancy is between 60 to 75 years.
Oh, okay.
Any longer than that usually has a reason beyond just good luck. So if you meet someone that is over that age, there's a reason that they are being sustained long enough. Perhaps that is a board curse, or a benefit of puddle juice.
So everyone has like a similar life expectancy. It's not like there's like 1,000-year-old elves.
Correct.
Okay.
That was a question I had too, yeah. Everyone lives about the same.
Give or take, yeah.
Okay. I like that.
The libraries of cities, a highly populated area larger than Lake Town, is where you would find libraries, and they have the knowledge of the past. What I shared with you already is pretty common knowledge passed through oral story, but it does slip and blend and morph depending on who's telling the story. So history is, not only is history written by the victors, but it's also interpreted by opinions. So what you may learn and believe to be factual, until you actually can go to a library of a city, you wouldn't be able to confirm it.
Will that depend on where we choose as a hometown, or also like where our background that we choose?
Yeah, you can tell stories of the past as you believe them to be true. But if you go to, say, a capital city in
Like a
Rhinefjord,
Loreborn over
Mhm.
a Wildlife.
correct.
Okay.
You might have more, like you've been to the libraries, so you can
Sure.
back up those facts a little bit more. Whether other people will believe you or not is for you to convince.
Is there like relics like the historical equivalent of like Rome for like the pre-Arcane War, where it's like they were more advanced than our current situation?
I would say the cities will have the most information on that.
But that's not common knowledge.
It's not common knowledge.
There's not like big like aqueduct structures or anything like that.
That are like crumbling and stuff.
There are going to be ruins that you don't know what age they're from.
Okay.
They could go way beyond any recorded history, like why is this here? Things that have been buried, first drafts by gods that were erased and wiped away, perhaps.
Yeah.
We could definitely put a few of those in there.
Lilliputians.
So I always end up playing the sage. I'm like, wanna know what is this?
For those that are
Work out.
familiar with the campaign settings in Daggerheart, this is going to match close to one, the Witherwild,
Ooh, I like that.
which has an adventurous, dynamic, heroic, thrilling, uncanny, whimsical tone and feel to it.
Cool.
But this is a homebrew world,
Okay.
so it won't be like if you were to read through it and be like, well, I want to know where Fanewick is. That
Yeah.
doesn't exist here.
Cool.
But the themes, cultural clashes, the ends justify the means, people versus nature, or nature versus people, transformation and change, and survival. And touchstones that I agree with will fit very similar to The Legend of Zelda. The Witcher. Those are some of the inspirational media out there that I'm like, I like those ideas. I'm going to steal a little here. Let's take a little from there. All right. Any more questions before we jump into building some characters?
For Legend of Zelda, is it like Breath of the Wild Zelda?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Crap. I need to play that now.
Not finished cat mounting.
Have you not?
No,
Kind of.
I haven't. I never had it. I never bought it.
Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, it's fucking
Yeah, I
awesome.
know. I guess
The N64
it's something I know I need to
simulator.
play.
It's a commitment though.
It's an
Forget
inverse
the
Wind
ins-
Waker. It's fine.
I wouldn't know. I've
You
never
can beat Breath
played.
of the Wild.
I've never played a
Skyward
Zelda
Sword.
game. I was a Pokemon girl.
Just love Wind Waker.
Pokemon CA is coming out.
I will play Zelda when you finish Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah.
We will play it at the same time.
Okay.
Deal?
I
Okay.
just got
Cool.
the teaser on
Cool.
Matrix.
All right. I put play the book.
I'm so
So-
excited to
Were we gonna get into the new Pantheon, or is that gonna be after character, or like during character creation?
If you want to be a part of the new Pantheon, you can help build it.
Part of it. Yeah.
Can you, so just like, let's say 3 major cities, so it's going to be Lake Town,
And like
Minor, I guess?
Large-
Lake Town
large
is a
town.
two-part city.
It was like
with a bridge.
shit.
With that,
you could-
and then
You call it
It's-
Old Lake Town, New Lake Town. if
It's
you want.
Kansas
Okay, cool.
City.
I don't get that reference.
There's Kansas City,
It's
Kansas
every
City, Kansas City,
current
Missouri.
European city. that
Oh,
has an old town
explain
somewhere.
it in the-
It just has a,
I'll
it
send
has a
those
state
two
line through, but it's
next
2
to-
cities.
Of the big cities.
Yeah.
If we wanted to create one.
So like
Yeah.
Manhattan
and then probably
versus
the large
Long
town would be
Island.
the biggest.
Oh,
Like
Large
they're
Town
just
isn't the
they're,
name.
they're different, but
City, large town,
in the
border
similar
outpost,
land.
town down there.
We
These
can
are all
name
open
these.
spots.
Oh, okay,
for you
cool.
guys
So Large Town is not actually called Large Town.
Unless
Damn.
if you want to make it called large town.
I think it. Everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, Large Town."
There is a theme to the naming conventions here. It is simple. It is. I'm taking influence from Amsterdam. When you translate everything, it's as it is. Like this long word that I don't know how to pronounce just translates to city square.
If it's in French, I can help with that. We can just keep that theme going. 'Cause
It's
I speak a
What's
little bit
Amsterdam?
French.
Dutch.
Yes.
It is
Yeah.
Dutch, yeah,
So,
but they're close because we did research earlier.
all right, let's go to.
That
Maybe
which
Belgium.
was with the most watered down French accent because I don't want to make you go. I will. but
All
not
right,
everyone.
so we are in session 0. Now we are going to choose our classes.
Yay!
I'm going to do a little bit of reading because should we be fortunate enough, this goes to other people. This will help explain a little bit. So step 1 is choose your class. First step of character creation is to choose the class you want to play. Each class is a role-based archetype that determines what abilities you have throughout the campaign. Once you have chosen a class, you will also choose a subclass, and these are subsets of each class that further define your character's archetype. So, we have the options of Bard, Druid, Guardian, Ranger, Rogue, Seraph, Sorcerer, Warrior, and Wizard. And then they all have some subclasses to them. Did anyone have an idea of what type of character they wanted to play? May not be a specific class. You say like, I want to play a singer, for example.
I definitely don't.
Anyone here?
I know I want to play either a Seraph or a Druid.
Seraph or Druid? So Seraph are they have the Divine Wielder or the Winged Sentinel or Winged Sentinel, depending on how you say it. And you said or Druid.
Yep.
Warden
I was
of the
thinking
Elements
Seraph
or Warden
or
of
Bard.
Okay.
Or I could do another one. Those are kind of my top 2, but
I've been thinking just a martial, some
a fighting class.
Yeah.
Okay.
Warrior.
from the one that came in.
And like warrior is kind of like fighter, and then which one is more like
Warrior
barbarian?
or the
Mhm.
whatever.
Champion?
Guardian?
Guardian.
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 Either one of those.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was thinking.
So here's Druid cards.
And
if you
rogue
want
can be
those.
like a ranger.
Here's Bard cards. That's fun to say. Bard cards.
Bard cards.
Board cards. Oh my god, yeah, they made fun of that in Age of
So you were looking like Guardian or
Or warrior.
Sure. Here's Guardian to look at. Here is Warrior. And then Seraph was your other one you said. Both of you said that right? So put those between you two.
Yeah, I definitely want to play someone who is the
the Seraph
trying to
getting
solve
at?
the ancient history while also being very connected to primal elements like nature and like the four
Okay.
elements and stuff. So I'm thinking either sorcerer, wizard,
I think those are great choices.
or even ranger.
Ranger is going to be
Ranger's
more
a little-
into the nature.
Yeah.
If you're looking for like the knowledge side, I think take a look at wizard and sorcerer and see if anything sparks there. Magic is readily available in the world. Some people still mistrust magic users because of the history. So if you use your magic in ways to oppress or to put yourself above others, there could be offense taken to that.
Even if it's in like defense of
It could, but
someone. Yeah.
you never know how it's going to be perceived.
Yeah.
The phrase I used to
So I'm definitely.
use and hate was perception is reality.
Yeah.
I have rogue and ranger here. Is anyone interested in either of those classes? Keep this back here.
I'm curious about Rogue.
Rogue, Nightwalker, or Syndicate?
I need to like actually.
I do just want to say, since you had said both Bard and Seraph, like, Druid is closer to my first choice than anything else.
Oh,
So,
okay. I think Seraph's probably my first choice, if you don't mind. You can
Yeah,
also take a look through the cards before deciding. Because I'm also like, do I want to totally swap into Rogue? You
One thing
know?
that I want to
Rogue's
ask one
always
thing
fun.
before we come back, or when he comes back.
I might use the restroom before I start thinking and reading.
Get into the
I know
before
me.
you fill in your brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially after 2 glasses of wine.
I love that you
Because
brought
druids
wine.
can also do healing, right?
Word of renewal, but then also their one of their sets of spells does have healing.
Oh.
Now I want to ask a question, but I want to wait till she comes back
That's
because it'll
fine.
be important to her too. So while she's doing that, then I'll
I want Guardian to be more tempting, but like Call of the Slayer is such a fun mechanic.
it's possible that the domain cards that Guardian has access to might make it more interesting.
Yeah, that's fair.
But like the base options for them are just really good.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, the Divine Wielder sounds so cool. Because I had an idea for that. Oh, give me a second. Okay, hear me out for an idea.
Yeah.
I love the theme of like soul weapons, weapons that you can physically pull from your body. Divine Wielder is basically like a hexblade kind of a thing where you have like a bound weapon, right? Would you allow me to do like a soul weapon with that?
Yeah, for flavor size, flavor anything the way you want to, as long as it doesn't change the mechanic.
Yeah. Like it's, instead of like having a weapon that I have to like pull out from my back, it's like I pull it from my body.
Let's say maybe an amulet or something that has to be physical that you can pull it from. So, say you were in a scenario where all weapons had to be turned away at the door, there was something that you still had to turn over that you need to keep, like a bangle with Ms. Marvel, for example. But the flavor of it, like coming from you, as long as you have that on your person, I'm totally fine with.
Maybe it's like the item is like a physical manifestation of it, but like it's like a soul bond.
Yeah, it could be.
Like I can't draw the item out unless I have that physical thing,
Yeah.
but it's like that weapon is still like in my soul. I just can't pull it out.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it's say it's a ring with a knife on it. That's the key to unlock it. If you lose the key, it's locked inside.
Yes. Yeah. Because I love with like the Pantheon thing. I was like, because to have like a, okay, this is gonna be such a nerd reference.
See if I follow it.
In this game, that's also like an animation. Wakfu.
Never heard of it.
It's like a French animation. But basically, there's these people that they protect like demon weapons
Okay.
by sealing the demon soul in a weapon, and then they are like a guardian for it.
Okay.
So I was thinking like kind of doing that, where it's like this pantheon, this new pantheon, and there was like this upstart destruction god that got sealed into like a soul bond, like someone like called their name to try and get their power, kind of like a warlock. Didn't go well, and then they had to like bond their soul to them, and it manifests in the weapon of their choice.
Okay. Yeah. I'll go back.
I can sneak back here.
So I think that'd be really interesting.
No, not that idea.
And then like you kind of get in the power from the god that you bonded with.
So the question that I had is, are we limited to the ancestries that are found here already? Once we get to that, obviously.
All of them can be found here.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I'm not going to take anything off the table. And I apologize if I pronounce any of them wrong officially. It's like the monkey style of Senyk is how I've been pronouncing it. I don't know if that's right or wrong.
What's the monkey
That's
song?
right.
Is it?
The monkey
That's all I
ancestry?
have heard.
Simia?
I have to read it. I don't know.
After I got into a 12-minute argument with someone about artificer or artificer, I was like, all right, we're just going to say that in different parts of the world.
See,
It's artificer. Christ.
he's from the Northeast, I'm from the Midwest, so just the
So I'm right.
pronunciation is just out the window.
My wife says draw for a drawer.
Drawer.
It's a drawer.
I
It's
know.
almost like British, isn't it? Drawer.
Yeah, a draw.
People call me a drawer instead of an artist, and I'm just like, okay.
Has anyone locked in their class?
No.
What is
Do you want to take a
Real
look at
quick.
this?
Are you?
what is kind of the
Taking
process on
Then absolutely do it. Do
Being
it.
a board?
or like being
I said, would you like-
selected as?
No, you're good.
So board is by birth.
Strictly by birth.
Yes.
Really?
Great.
And
Okay.
once because you're gonna have some type of physical alteration that will happen as you come of age.
But anyone can do it, right? Anyone can just volunteer to go up the steps.
No.
No.
No,
You
the
have
board-
to be born
Part
a
of
certain
yeah,
way.
part of being a board is when you come of age as a board, you're
I
sent
was
up the
born
steps.
bored.
Born bored. I was born bored. Goddamn right I was. That's why I have ADHD.
It's the last time. I won't do it
There
again.
are
Same.
you are welcome to journey up the steps, but the magic doesn't trigger with you unless you have the born genetic gene. Yeah.
Oh,
Which is in all ancestries.
it's like a mutant gene.
Have the potential to have that. It comes from being born in this area.
Mm-hmm.
Is there being born within
There
the
is.
lake
There
area?
is.
I would assume, or
Within the
where
weave?
the
Within the weave. Where is the weave area? The whole thing.
where
There's
the ash
The
was.
weed is
there are
the
specks of that and
cities
residue
along
everywhere.
that.
Only the cities.
But it could come
Okay.
from your parents.
That's what I was understanding.
Okay.
So if your
Sylvan
parents
forest,
were in that
the
area for
weed,
most of their life,
cities.
you could have it and they didn't.
For lack of a better term, is this like a muggle-born sort of a situation?
Yeah.
Okay.
So your parents
Muggles.
may not have been born boards,
Yeah.
but if they spent their whole life in the area, you may have been born with the gene.
Okay. Is there kind of a, as warriors of the board, is it like a certain like, are they mostly like a spellcaster class or like a
All walks of life.
all walks?
It's,
Okay.
it's what path you choose. I'll say that if you have taken this, if you choose this lifestyle, you are already of the age that you've taken your journey up the steps.
Okay.
Because unless we are all doing that, and that wants to be part of this campaign, which we can do, the journey to go up the steps can take a long time, but also does not guarantee survival. Most that go up don't come back. Only those that do come back then have fully hit their potential to be protectors.
Can I go ahead and lay out kind of an idea for everyone?
Please.
Ooh, yeah.
I would like to be, I think, kind of like a general giant sort of a thing, but someone who is far away, so like from South Post or something.
Yeah.
But wants to desperately be a board, but does not have any kind of blood lineage to it or anything whatsoever.
I love that. That's so sad.
Like desperately wants to be that, but
Oh,
So you're like chivalrous for it.
Yeah.
but that's, and then
Rudy.
possibly finding out, yeah, That's just not gonna be.
Oh, I love that though.
Could be a fake boy.
Tragic romance, a horrible life.
Sure.
Like that one guy in Dragon Age Inquisition who pretended to be a Grey Warden and then wasn't.
Oh,
Soulless.
Blackwell? Blackwell?
you think Guardian or
I think Guardian.
Guardian would make sense.
for that, yeah.
right?
But especially where we're all going with way more picking for classes than
And you're thinking Stalwart or Vengeance?
Ooh.
we'll get back to.
Okay.
I'm not committed to that. That was just a.
That was good. I like
Going
that.
down.
For it?
Anyone have an idea?
I'm still thinking. I think I'm probably gonna go sorcerer. It's in line with warlock the most, and that's where I'm very comfortable.
Yeah, I think you're in the bathroom. I'm gonna be a spear wielder who has a soul spear.
So you can like.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's so fucking cool.
Yeah. Summoning item, but from the soul.
Mm-hmm.
What class is that?
One I picked?
Yeah.
Seraph.
Six.
Seraph.
Great.
The divine wielder.
The Divine Wielder.
Because I'm like, magic sword? Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With
Yeah.
spear.
You want to dominate the battlefield with a legendary weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's so cool.
Great.
Bonded weapon.
Mm-hmm. When Daggerheart releases their warlock. Everyone's
Oh,
like,
I
"That's
can't.
witch."
I
Dude,
can't.
they're doing a witch one?
Yeah, sorry.
What?
A
Krista,
witch
man.
class?
Oh my god, Nate.
I
I will
My
go
character
back.
walks off into the woods.
I will find withers on this map and respec.
My character walks on the woods, a bog witch returns.
Yeah.
This is my new character.
Baba Yaga? Where's your house? Oh my god, that'd be so fun to play a Baba Yaga character.
So I've been thinking of an outsider character.
Okay.
Like I really like the idea of playing a fairy.
Fair, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
A very specific face.
Yes. Well, there's not really very specific. I've had a couple of options, but now that I'm
That's a little specific. I
gonna
love it.
play a druid, I think I'm gonna do that.
Or you can do the like insect fairy look.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yes.
But the insect we all know and love, who has an ass that doesn't quit. Mothman.
Yes.
I can't wait to draw him. That's why I want.
I do love
Are
that.
you thinking Warden of the Elements or Renewal?
I'm thinking renewal.
Renewal, yeah.
Because being an outsider, like
Mhm.
outside of these cities where it's dangerous to be, like outside of trying to like
Okay.
kind of integrate into the cities and use them as a safe space for rest, you need to be able to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
And you have to find a way to survive, and so I feel like renewal is much closer
Yeah.
to that.
A suggestion. Puddle Ranch might be a great spot.
I was gonna say.
Or perhaps
The place
in
with
the
no
lower
light.
Rhine Woods.
Yeah, that's. I was kind of
Yeah.
thinking of like.
What was the town with no light? With only
Okay.
5 hours of light?
That was way
Shadow
down.
Hollow. Shade Hollow.
Shade Hollow.
See, I thought about Shade Hollow because it makes sense for an insectoid character, but then like I don't really like.
He chases
I
people
like
on the
more
road.
of the Bigfoot vibes.
Yeah.
But also, like, I love this idea that, like, he might be someone who sees when the board sends their people up the steps
He sees the
and
light.
see how few return.
Oh, I can't
That's
wait.
so
I can't wait for
sad.
the Mothman voice. Oh my god, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
I
love
think
that.
I think either an area of your own in the Rhine Woods
Mm-hmm.
or
Puddle
Puddle Branch
This is where that's-
that you got there somehow, because that would be is experimental medicine
Yep.
and potions fits very well with your renewal.
That'd be really cool.
Could it be, like, I'm from kind of the space between Stepguard, Lake Town, and Puddle Branch?
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
hopping from
Lower
town
Rhine
to
Woods
town.
carries
Yeah.
all the way through there, so
Yeah.
anywhere in that region is fine.
Okay.
So you were right there.
Like,
You watched it in the wild.
possibly,
Trying it.
possibly transporting the puddle juice in, as a way to give myself, like, room and board in these
Okay.
other towns.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry, how did you do that?
By like bringing puddle juice.
Great.
Oh, I love that. You're like
I've
a
got the
carrier.
weed juice.
Okay. Just do 2 little red eyes over there, and I'll be him in the woods.
Mothman. Mothman, man. I might not be a bard, but I am gonna make up a song for him.
And you're looking at sorcerer?
Yeah.
Sorcerer wizard.
Elemental origin or
Yeah.
primal origin?
Elemental. So
Okay.
if I pick elemental origin, I have to only use elemental origin cards. And do you only start with 1 card? or
Yeah,
no?
one of the 2 will
One.
be your subclass.
Yeah. So as we level up, we move into the specialization and then into mastery of that specific class.
Okay, so
You
you
start-
start with foundation.
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm definitely going elemental. I think that's really cool.
Okay.
It's just gonna be Katara, who sucks.
I'll take all the cards that are not me.
Do you pick a specific element, or are you kind of like the Avatar?
I think I'm gonna be like the Avatar
Word
because
of-
I'm too selfish. I have to have all the
All
powers.
4 elements.
Yes.
Word of the Elements was the same way, where it's like like you can choose which element you're using today,
Yeah.
I'm like-
That's kind of.
and they each have like such good benefits. I'm just like,
I just want to be Spyro from the Eternal Night, the game I really want from the Wii. Alright, I'm gonna get some water wine. Would you like a refill, or are you good?
sure.
A refill, yeah, because I'm supposed to be driving.
All right, so we've picked our classes. Now the character sheets there. It's time to take those off. So you're gonna find each of them have your classes at the top.
No, do them individually. Just
So you are a druid.
We have a druid.
oh, I thought they were all like just.
I'm so excited for your
Universal
your
sheets.
fairy character. If you decide to go for fairy, just turn
Oh,
me into
dude,
other
oh,
animals.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
Are you gonna go tiny fairy? Or are you gonna go like?
No, I am a large Mothman.
They can go up to like
Love
7
that.
feet.
You're right.
It's wild.
Sarah.
Thank you.
Just like the statue in my closet.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorcerer.
Alright, subclass.
All right. Grab your pencils.
I've got pencils.
Generic one is my reference. All right. So once you've chosen your class, grab the corresponding character sheet and character guide, which I'm left upstairs.
Yeah, let's take this opportunity to get a refill on B-roll. By the way, if you want here when I brought it. I have red ales. If you would like to have one.
We agree.
She also has Narragansett, which I'm like, yes,
Level 1 Jansen.
so good. I've got more pencils. Do you want a pencil?
That was well. I'll give you a pen.
This guy, salt water.
Here, wait, let me give you. No, you're getting a purple one.
Oh,
It's either purple,
great.
pink, or pink or blue, but
That's great.
I'm choosing blue.
All right. So druid, you get the most piece of paper.
Yes, because I have my
Guardian.
forms.
You do one sounds good.
That's what,
Okay.
that's what Captain Quint drinks.
Ranger.
I have a really funny picture I need to send you. I found last night.
And
Sure.
sorcerer.
Just gonna wait.
Thank you.
So these are our character guides.
Practicing restraint.
Rest over here.
Ooh, okay. And this is what we use to fill out our
Yeah,
base
so-
stuff right now.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Let's see. So the first thing, you are all starting at level 1. Record your level in the appropriate section at the top of your character sheet. So very top right.
One more.
And then make sure you change that every time you level up.
Big double.
We're going to record the character details. At any point during the character creation process, feel free to fill out your character's name and pronouns from the top of the line. If you don't have that decided yet, that is perfectly acceptable. As long as we have it by 2 weeks from now, we're good to go.
Cool.
Class features. Each class begins with a unique class feature or several. You don't have to write these features down. They're going to be provided at the bottom left of each class's character sheet, which is why we're using the class-specific sheets. So for example, let's take someone we already know. Let's take a druid. No, maybe not. Already used yours.
For the class feature,
Yeah.
do you want me to read it?
Sure, why not?
Alright, so the druid's class features are Beast Form. Mark stress to magically transform into a creature of your tier or lower from the Beast Form list. You can drop out of this form at any time. While transformed, you can't use weapons or cast spells from domain cards, but you can still use other features or abilities you have access to. Spells you cast before you transform stay active and last for the normal duration, and you can talk and communicate as normal. Additionally, you gain the beast form's features, add their evasion bonus to your evasion, and use the traits specified in their statistics for your attack. While in a beast form, your armor becomes part of your body, and you mark armor slots as usual. When you drop out of a beast form, those marked armor slots remain marked. If you mark your last hit point, you automatically drop out of this form. And then I have another one. Can we continue?
Just so you can see some examples. Every class will have different one. Here's also this is a good, useful guide. They're called sidecars. Sorry, she's there.
Want to fill in that stuff?
And you put that halfway underneath your sheet, one side or the other, and align it from top to bottom, and it will also guide you in this process.
Cool.
And then maybe if I'm fancy, I'll put it up on the screen. If it doesn't happen, I apologize. So you don't have to write those features down because they're there, but if you grab a generic character sheet, you would have to write it down. So, if your class feature asks you to make a selection during character creation, make it before the first session. So make sure you read through, might make you select one thing or the other. Now we're going to go and choose our heritage.
Ooh. Yeah.
So, first thing is our ancestry. There are, this is your lineage. They impact the physicality and grant you 2 unique features. Take the card from one of the following ancestries and write its name in the heritage field of your character sheet. The options we have are Clank. Clank are sentient mechanical beings that are built from a variety of materials, including metal, wood, and stone. Dracona, or Dracona, resembles wingless dragons in humanoid form and possess a powerful elemental breath. Some of these will have big influence in this world, and some kind of if you choose the Dwarven, Elven, or Dracona, part of the prime species, and that comes with different aspects of life. And then those that are not have different aspects. Dwarves are most easily recognized as short humanoids with square frames, dense musculature, and thick hair. And they have
L'Oreal
a bald
commercials.
person on the part, which is hilarious.
It's all the other hair you don't see.
Yeah. Ear down.
Yeah.
Elves are typically tall humanoids with pointed ears and acutely attuned senses. Fairy are winged humanoid creatures with insectile features.
Rad.
Fawn resembles humanoid goats with curving horns, square pupils, and cloven hooves. Furbolg are bovine humanoids typically recognized for their broad noses and long, drooping ears. A fungrel. Fungal represents humanoid mushrooms.
She's a fun girl.
She's
You're
a
a
fun
fun
girl.
Mm-hmm. That would be a fun.
Galapa resemble anthropomorphic. That's a horrible word for me to say. Turtles with large domed shells. Doomed shells. Bowser now. Domed shells in which they can retract.
Like, not to be like, I think it's Galapago for the Galapagos.
Like Galapagos Islands.
Tortoises? Yeah.
Galapagos.
Galapa.
Galapa.
Yeah.
I love that.
Giants are towering humanoids with broad shoulders, long arms, and 1 to 3 eyes.
He's out of order.
I'm skipping through.
Goblin, small humanoids, easily recognizable by their large eyes and massive ears. I'm not saying the next word. Halfling are small humanoids with large, hairy feet and prominent, rounded ears. Humans, most easily recognized by their dexterous hands, rounded ears, and bodies built for endurance.
Nice.
Not this body.
Same.
Infernus. Infernus are humanoids that possess sharp canine teeth, pointed ears, and horns. They are the descendants of demons from the circles below. In this world, they are also descendants of the upper deities. As
Children.
the different gods. It's not just from below, it's also from above.
Because Lucifer was an angel.
Qatari are feline humanoids with retractable claws, vertically slit pupils, and high triangular ears. Orcs are humanoids, most easily recognized by their square features and boar-like tusks that protrude from their lower jaw. Ribbits resemble frogs with protruding eyes and webbed hands and feet, and that A word that I don't say. And Simia resemble the same type with monkeys, and apes with long limbs and prehensile feet.
I got France out then.
Yeah, I got one lucky.
So everybody like focuses on the rivets and everything, but like the
She focuses.
the
on
absolute
rivets.
demons of the abyss are slots, and they're just straight up frogs, like frogs, and they're terrifying.
Have you seen a mad frog? They're scary.
Yeah, exactly.
I also,
frogs
I also
are-
love in the handbook they have the horned frog because it's Infernus frog.
Yes.
It's so good.
That
That's
is a great
adorable.
point.
Yeah.
If you want to be across species, across ancestry, you can choose between any two. And then when you take your two traits, one has to be from one has to be from the other. So there's two traits. There's a top and a bottom trait. You can take a top from one and a bottom from the other. You can't do two at the top or two at the bottom.
Are there any kind of like locations or communities that like races would be kind of more prominent? Or
If you'd like there
anything?
to be.
Okay.
Yeah, if you say, hey, I'd really like to be from this community. Otherwise, it's a mismatch of different
So
ancestors.
just as it is now, there's no like.
I haven't
mix-up of-
specifically written out any.
Okay.
The
I was
speaker
gonna
or the
look through
leader
like,
of
I
Lake
know
Town
what I'm doing.
is a Senyk.
Okay.
It's like
That's the
anything
only
like
thing that's been
mixed race,
established.
but
And then like the
ancestry.
primal ones are dwarf, dracona, and elf.
Yes. So those three are the prime. They're the ones that set up the Treaty of Elevation. They are the founders of the realm. They are the species that were here first. Or at least recorded history first. They may not have been the first ones here, but they
No.
claim it by writing
Oh,
it
They're
down.
called dwarves.
Yeah, yeah. The original.
Yeah.
The original tree.
The big three.
The big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can be a cat girl that pulls a sword out of my body.
Basically, what's her face from Treasure Planet?
Oh yeah, Captain Amelia.
Captain Amelia, yeah.
As long as there's
Voiced
not a hair
by,
on it.
voiced by, friggin' what's her name?
I'm trying to think who it is right now.
I don't know the voice actress.
No, you know,
Probably
you know.
all
it
the
is.
most
Yeah,
recent.
she's
It's not
incredibly
Julie
hot.
Andrews. It's the other
No,
chick
it's,
that I get mixed up between two.
Like Emma Thompson?
Yes.
Yes,
It
Emma
is
Thompson.
Emma
Yes. For some reason, I get her and Julie Andrews mixed up all the time, and I feel awful about it because it's like,
My sister
One's the
was
queen.
going through because we were going through all the people who have died this week, and I was like, because she didn't know that Billy Mays died like for a
Oh.
while.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's old.
we broke the news to her that like 5 years after, and so everything has been like based off of like nothing is going to be as bad as the day I found out Billy Mays died.
Oh
Oh
no.
my god.
And so today I was like, well, who would be like the thing? She was like, it's going to be Julie Andrews, and I'm like,
she died?
well, we're getting
We're getting there.
close.
All right. Well, this is all on camera, so this will be real fun.
Listen, Liza Minnelli's still
I
alive.
will sit with my
alright?
sister.
So is Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah.
and David Attenborough.
Different dice go.
Not to make a
live for
list.
forever.
Like reverse Death Note, I want them to stay alive
I
forever.
know, right? Protect them at all costs.
I'm definitely doing halvesies.
Ooh,
But,
yeah.
Are these
I
our
don't know.
heritage cards?
Yeah.
So Ancestry is
Oh.
part of the heritage. So it's Ancestry and Community.
Got it. Okay.
Ah, so like
So
Ancestry
For my brain, I will
slash.
do community, then
sure.
Yeah.
Yep, that
for
works.
my brain.
I think it goes in alphabetical order as well.
Oh, this is excellent. I need more agility.
We'll talk about communities now, as you are still going through your ancestry. These are the influenced by your physical location, values, and goals. It informs the culture your character grew up in, and might play a part in the way they look, act, or approach situations. Each community comes with a feature that you can utilize during the game. Take a card from one of the following communities, then write its name in the heritage field of your character sheet. There are two of each card, so you can come from the same places. It's also be a good time if you want to start talking about where you're from, if anyone, and how you guys knew each other. This can start to blend in. Do you want me to read through the 9 first, and then, or do you have a question?
I was just wondering, is it possible to assign kind of like a Arabic desert that's not the barren lands to the map somewhere?
I think the closest to that would be south of South Coast.
So like this Dust Hill district.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so could be an unnamed town there, but yeah, in the Dust Hill district. If you wanted to come from
Okay.
that's the closest to this climate.
Because I'm thinking like the deity that I kind of was thinking for the pantheon. I think it'd be sweet as hell to do like a fire spear.
Okay.
And I'm like, Ifrits would be a perfect example of that. They're like beings of fire.
Yeah.
And so Ifrits are like Arabic, and so I'm like, is that kind of working into that?
Yeah. But also feel free to shatter the norms, and when you put that still, it doesn't have to follow that style. For example, this area here, the Firegrass Plains.
Oh, that does have fire in the name.
Firegrass Plains come from the fact that their grass changes colors in the cold like the leaves do. So it goes to oranges and reds, so it looks like fire throughout the grass.
Okay, I love there.
It's also a much wealthier area. The Firegrass Point being one of the fanciest places around, so if that impacts you in any way.
That is interesting.
It's actually technically in Valnoria, so it's outside of this.
I love that.
But
Okay.
being nearby to it could have its, like if you live close to Monaco, but you're not actually there.
What? Me? What?
Monaco. But,
Monaco? Morocco?
So we have Highborn, which are more of the life of elegance, opulence, and prestige. Loreborn, which are favors the society that favors strong academic or political prowess. Talk to me if you want to be a Loreborn. Doesn't really fit in well here, so we're gonna have to create something to mesh with a Loreborn if that's something you're really interested in. Orderborn focuses on discipline and faith. You uphold a set of principles that reflect your experience there. Ridgeborn, which is the rocky peaks and sharp cliffs of a mountainside home. Seaborn, and for us, Seaborn also includes a lake. So if you wanted to be near the lake, you call it Seaborn as well. This is a massive lake. You talked about distance earlier. Each one of these squares is a 10-mile chunk.
Oh, wow, okay.
I did a one-shot with the Seaborn, and the mechanics of that one are insane.
Yeah.
It's so good.
That's what Coral was.
I know.
Oh,
so
I
good.
miss her.
Slyborn, which is very prevalent in these areas, especially like Crater Town, operates outside the law, including all manners of criminals, grifters, and con artists. Underborn, more the Underdark area, as we would know it from D&D, you live in a subterranean society. So if you come from Shade Hollow, most likely you're an Underborn. A Wanderborn are those that lived as a nomad, foregoing a permanent home and experience a wide variety of cultures. And then the most prevalent out of this entire area is the Wildborn. Being part of the Wildborn community means you live deep within the forest. So that is where the majority of life here would fall underneath that. But there are 2 cards of each, so feel free to
Thank you.
grab them, pass them around.
It's all your ancestries that you grabbed. What?
On
I
brand.
love
On
that.
brand.
I really.
Yes.
Elfin and Furnace?
It's as close as I could get to a drow, I guess.
Yes.
Now that I think about it, I'm like, yeah.
Dark elf.
Shade,
I
Shade
just-
Hollow might be.
I got problems. I got white guilt. What do you want from me? Here you go.
Thank you.
I understand. Seth just wanted to be a drow for a while.
Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't go ribbit.
I wanted to, but now I want to kind of do something else.
Yeah, love
But
it.
I will definitely bring her back in
Yeah.
some
Are you
way,
gonna do
shape, or
some more
form.
stuff?
Hey, that's why we play test things and go, oh, yes, no, this, maybe.
I'll always, Peridot will always be in my
1 to
heart.
3 eyes?
Even though it's
Three
pronounced
eyes?
Peridot.
The Cyclops.
I just grabbed the ones that I would most likely be interested in, and I'm
Gotcha.
gonna read
Yeah.
them and then just pass the rest off.
I already know.
If we put Cyclopses with giants, kind of feels like you have to choose a Cyclops option.
What would be Cyclops? What do you mean?
As a giant. Just because it's like, it's part of it.
They're used.
Oh, Cyclops is like a
Now, your
subspecies.
your one
you
eye?
can choose to have like
Your one eye,
different
especially-
yeah.
You have an idea, go for it.
I just immediately am like, your character's like, he's like was born disfigured, but he's like, no, I'm a board, I swear.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
'Cause
I
always love,
promise.
Like the like orcs of Groomsh, because like they have like the like ultra seeing eye, and so then they would like carve out one of their eyes
To be like Sauron?
to be a Cyclops.
Yep.
I'm assuming this is a Lord of the Rings game.
No,
It's
this
not?
This
Oh.
is D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
It's just straight
Lord of the
D&D.
Rings aside. That's cool.
Side.
I'm constantly caught between like, I love the mechanics of this, but it doesn't fit what I want to do at all.
So you got these.
I will say that
do.
Borderlands is so bad.
my preference with how people play the game, in any game, is choose something you want to do, and it may not necessarily be what is best on a piece of paper.
Exactly.
He could be from like a little cult. A fun little
I don't
cult
like
or
And that's
something?
coming from a min-maxer who
Yeah.
really pushes that, like, okay, now how do I make that my character choice?
Yeah. But like in my head, I'm always just like, how can I even justify this in a character story?
Mhm.
I'm like,
Talk to me. Character designer. So what do you want to do with Mothman?
I'm kind of caught between Wildborn or Wanderborn.
Wanderborn?
Yes.
I'd say for yours, if you're going to live deep in that forest,
Wild.
Wildborn makes sense for where you're choosing your
It is
home.
in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
In the woods. The Jersey Devil's right next door.
The
This is
Pine
what?
Barrens.
The Pine Barrens, exactly.
The cryptids are like instantly in this game.
Yes. We are now
Bigfoot is
Fantasy
in.
New Jersey.
Mothman and the Jersey Devil. What else are you putting in
We were
here?
talking about the area.
Slender
I was
Man?
like, it was
Oh my
like-
god.
it was
That's just
like
any
going
tall
to the-
white elf.
I'm cool with the other two. Slenderman.
Going east, west, or north is bad.
Fair,
It's
fair.
dangerous. It's risky. I'm like, so we're just in the Midwest. All right, let's go.
I'm sorry, the Appalachians are older than trees. Like, the Northeast could totally work here.
Just, yes.
I do want to say, to be very clear, the Everglades are scarier than all of those things.
That's true, that's why we have Florida in here. We have the one swamp
It's a little
area.
bit further down. but
It's a
yeah.
little further down, but yeah. Florida, don't come here. And yet we all came here.
Can I adjust the highborn that instead of like a royal lineage, it's like being like one of those that kind of like sealed their soul with a potential god? They're now like a sort of have a status
Yeah.
in the world. Because I want her to kind of
Like a chosen?
yeah, like because
Okay.
I wanted to kind of have her have like a desperate moment in her past where she made this deal and summoned forth this new pantheon god that then went bad, and then she had to like seal it. Someone like showed up to like seal it away, and so now she has like a guardianship to not let it out.
That's so cool.
But I don't want her to be like from a wealthy family. I want her to have
No, but use the
killed
mechanics.
a wealthy family.
So let's see. We're read more what Highborn says off
Yeah.
the card. Being part of a Highborn community means you're accustomed to the life of elegance, opulence, and prestige within the upper echelons of society. Traditionally, members of a Highborn community possess incredible material wealth. While this can take a variety of forms depending on the community, including gold and other minerals, land, or controlling means of production, the status always comes with power and influence. Highborn place great values on titles and possessions, and there is little social mobility within their ranks. Members of a Highborn community often control the political and economic status of the area in which they live, due to the ability to influence people and the economy within their substantial wealth. The health and safety of the less affluent people who live in these locations often hinges on the ability of this Highborn ruling class to prioritize well-being of the subjects over profit.
Okay. I think with that additional context, I think I'm leaning more towards Slyborn.
Okay, yeah.
So instead of being able to like negotiate with the upper echelons, being able to negotiate with the lower echelons.
And you absolutely could be a Slyborn living in the Highborn area.
Yes.
So
Love that.
someone that doesn't belong where they are.
Yeah, I want her to basically have started an arson in a castle that then went out of control, and now
Cool.
she's like tied to this god.
Keep the card that you
Oops.
selected, and then I'll take all the other
Just
ones.
that one. Okay, I'm feeling Slyborn.
I'm going Seaborn.
Seaborn.
Yeah.
Are you doing lake or are you going to the Northern Ocean?
Northern Ocean for
Okay.
sure.
So
But she
your-
loves a lake.
So your home
loves
is
a
going to
lake
be
trip.
somewhere in this lake district up top here. So
Cool.
cold.
Yeah, I love the cold.
Nice.
Ooh,
Okay.
cold lake.
So if you're looking for the biggest population area that you consider home, like when people say, "Oh, I'm from Pittsburgh," but you live an hour outside of it,
I'm from Central Jersey.
would be Hardwater or the Lake District.
Hard water. Yeah. Yeah, we got hard water. It's bad for your hair and skin.
It's just literally solid water.
It's called ice.
I love that as like an Infernus elf that you're surrounded by ice.
Mm-hmm.
That's so good.
So when we say that like being outside of the cities in the same areas, like is dangerous.
Yeah.
Is the danger creatures or is it lack of being prepared? That's
It can
kind
be
of
everything.
Okay.
Because
It's unhelpful for my decision.
the monsters, the physical monsters in the area, rarely approach a city. So they have to go everywhere else. There are small communities that form some protection, but if you're not in one of the 7 outposts, the monsters that come from the steppes or the whatever has got past the weave, those are what are very dangerous. But there are definitely other threats.
How do people build barriers in their like little communities against them? Is it like magical wards or is it like physical barricades or both?
Usually just build a wall out of stone and stick and
Hope for the best.
yeah.
Fair.
Or those that live up in the tops of the trees use their height as their protection, or underground where they can control an entrance. So
Okay. Yeah.
yes and
Yes,
come
yeah.
up your own solution. But a
Little
small
Goonies fort, you know.
small farming village out, not really too well protected. So there needs to be something else, either proximity to the weave that's keeping them safe. But like farmlands it's a dangerous job to be a farmer outside of the city. If you're not done with your crops by nightfall, you abandon what's left.
Ooh. Or you hire
As a
hire
slide
guards.
Geico has been taking over most of the insurance claims in the area, and
That would actually be a really funny
the
character.
lizard folk are
The,
not something
the
we
ribbits are
trust.
just insurance agents. Oh my
Yeah.
god, that's what I should have done. As someone who works in
Did you have
insurance.
anything? Did you find a community?
Well, okay, so I'm gonna leave this up to the group here because everybody's a fun kind of person.
I don't
Fun
know
is
if
the
I'm
right
fun. We're a little
Well,
edgy.
Your girl's
fun
an arsonist.
ancestry. So I could go human, I could go giant, and I'm perfectly okay with either one.
You could do both. You could do a
You
like.
could do
He
both.
could be a
One for
like an orphan of a human and a giant.
So a really tall man or a really short giant.
Hagrid.
Yeah.
Yes.
Aww.
Ooh. And that's taking one from one card, one from the other.
Take the
Yeah.
top from one card and bottom from the other,
Okay.
depending on which is your more prevalent.
I'll just have to find a nice woman from a different school from Beauregard or
Yeah.
whatever that was called.
Don't say Beauregard.
Yeah.
Beauregard.
Go back
I
to
think it was different ones.
Okay, while you're thinking.
Okay, half
Well,
one.
oh, it's called Beauregard
Okay.
because it's pretty
You guys
to
just
look
want a little
at.
more
Oh, I
cards.
just got that.
Hey, having cards
Damn
is
it, John.
nice.
I know it is.
Oh.
All right, you can pass all of the community cards that are not being used. What
Yeah,
community did
yeah.
you pick?
I went with Wildborn.
Wildborn, great.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the thing that I kept coming back to was like, is my character somebody who is like always prepared? Because that's what the other one that I was trying to say.
Wander?
Wanderborn is they have a pack where they're
Yeah.
always prepared. Because this character I feel like falls like the descriptions are vague enough to where this character falls between both. But then I was like, okay, so is it more important that they're prepared for anything, or that they have silent movement?
Okay.
And
Can you not have both?
no, not for your community.
What would be prepared? Like just having all the items you need, or
So
or like
the actual benefits of the Wanderborn were that you have a nomadic pack, and once per session you can pull out just a mundane item based on you agreeing with you and the DM coming to an agreement that suits the need of the situation.
that could be very chaotic in a good way.
Yes.
And I kind of like that.
Same. But also, like, I think in this
That's just
situation...
I have the tool
Yes.
whenever I
I have
But also, I'm like, living where I've described they are is kind of a... Like, and especially describing them as an outsider, I'm like, okay, they'd probably... Because the image I've had in my head is it's like, even when they're in a town, they're like sleeping on people's roofs. Just like, I'm in a safe space, but like, these people don't really like me, so I'm just like, they don't like how I look.
This isn't a safe space. I just think that it is.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of lanterns.
Yeah, it's like the lighthouse.
I can't help it. They're so beautiful. They said okay.
They were good. No, they just didn't say no.
Yeah,
They didn't say count my roof.
And so like the idea of like having to find safety but needing to be quiet about it all the time is like seems like an important character trait, and I really like that. So.
Yeah. And then also like with Mothman, you know, you can be quiet flying.
Yeah.
Like an owl.
Are you
Like a
like
barn owl.
terrifying to look at?
No.
To like a.
No, he's cute and he has an ass at one
I
point.
guess it depends.
So
I need to show
want
you the
him
statue.
To look like a lunar moth, because I love lunar moths.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
okay.
so
Yeah, it's pretty
cool.
So like
Yeah.
Eevee if it was a
green.
bug
Yep.
type. I love that. I need
You have like
I
the
need to draw it.
dark like cloak, and you open it up, and you're like bright
Yes.
green, and oh my god, it's so cute. I love that. You have the little fuzzy ears.
Alright, we're
How
getting
did you
ahead
make
of
bugs
things.
cute?
Nice.
God damn it.
So you are doing
Human.
human giant or giant human?
Giant human.
Okay.
Giant
Yeah.
human, I love that.
Yeah.
Because you are doing.
I don't know which one's
Infernus
the
or
father,
Infernus
which
Up.
one's
I'm doing an elf Infernus
I'll work
where
on
she's
that.
mostly elf, but she's just got a little
one was
too
Daggerheart?
sharp fangs
Okay.
and looks just a little
Probably his mom was
too
the giant, 'cause it's not
different than
usual.
everyone.
All right.
His mom would.
But I'm not sure if she's gonna have the horns and the tail, but definitely like
Well,
longer.
let me
I
talk
feel
about
like the
that.
dad would like a
Yeah,
giant
yeah,
woman,
yeah.
you know? Like,
All right.
so
But definitely
like,
more
Yeah.
leaning towards
So
the
now
elf.
that we have all picked our classes, let me tell you a little bit more about what they are in this world. So we do not have a lore or a highborn, correct?
No.
We have a wildborn, though, right?
Yes.
Okay. So characters from these communities were likely raised in these deadly environments where they've only become more. These areas have only become more dangerous as the time goes on. Sorry, I'm live finishing what they put with my own world. Each community has its own unique customs, so I'd like for you to think of some of your traditions or customs that come from your pocket in the woods, or pocket on a lake, or I like to use the term pockets for the wild because it is a lot of nothing and then a burst of population.
Can we go over where we're thinking for each one of us to
Yeah.
be located?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me finish going through the
Sure.
communities real quick.
Yeah.
In exchange for protection when you are not inside the weave, usually you are potentially taking up jobs to help other people and they offer you a shelter. So you have a lot of different experiences, variety of lifestyles that you've had to live through. Think about some of the divinities that you believe in or want to follow. A theme of divinity doesn't necessarily need to be a name. It can be a belief in water and the lake and any of the deities that follow that, or divinity of the trees. Potential question for you is, you fled your place of birth. What circumstances drove you to leave?
Okay.
Something to think about there. Do we have an orderborn?
Yes.
Okay. Players might choose to build orderborn characters if they want to play current or former members of, in this case, the Horde. Though the army brings violence into the land for, in this case, the defense, and their training, it also has an overwhelming burden of protection that you want to constantly be on your mind of, will the weave survive? And all those that are not in the weave's net.
Once again, when you talk about the weave, that just means the
7
surrounding
So this net of talents, so the pink
up against the range.
against the step guard, yeah.
Okay.
Or step guard is the first one from the steps. Anything that gets from the steps through the weave ends up in the forest, and you either have to track it down, or who knows who out there will have to deal with it later.
Has there been like a large kind of calamity or something that has gone through?
Oh, many times things have got through.
Okay.
There are creatures that live out in the forest because they've simply just ran past the weave.
Something within our lifetimes that we would.
Oh yeah,
All be
lots
alive.
of monsters. I mean, you don't have there's not 100% success rate.
Sure.
But the goal is to stop the biggest threats and stop anything that they can. But there's only so many of them.
Okay.
Slyborn.
That's me.
Those who wish to play Slyborn characters might come from a rebel group that has invaded into the area or trying to assimilate into society, keeping your true identities unknown, perhaps, or having some reason to come from one area and go to another one. May not be your story, but
That fits with what I kind of want to do.
great. So, some questions that I'll hear is, what are you trying to exact revenge upon, and why? Or have you joined an insurgent group that is working to undermine something? This could be against the Treaty of Elevation and the 3 prime species, or it can be against the Weave, perhaps. Something to discuss as a group, because we want to make sure we have an aligned party.
Yes.
Yeah.
Seaborn. So your coastal is either the Northern Ocean or the large lakes.
I would say northern
Okay.
ocean.
So you're right on the Rhinefjord Ocean, that area up there, the Rhine Ocean. It is mostly frozen, but the ocean itself can't sustain solid ice as well as the lakes do. So you still do know of tides and open water. Think about what lessons that the sea might have taught you that compares against the lakes, and what it's like to be isolated from the ocean. And because the lake is not the same thing, even as it's a very large lake, it's still not the same thing. And I think that gets at all of you. Okay, we know one's a Clank, Fungrill, Balapa Ribbit, Inverness. In fairness. In fairness, yeah.
In all fairness.
No, yeah.
The
fairness.
new pantheon that's sneaking in here, some of the signs of this, you notice that your horns will be growing faster and longer than they should be.
Oh no. Just the horns?
Yeah, the same thing goes for Dracona, Fawns, Furballs. Like all of them with their horns, they notice that they grow stronger and faster than they should.
What kind of horns do you have?
I was gonna say.
She might have never had horns until this started.
Whoa.
I kind of love that idea.
Yeah, where you're like, we're
She's-
getting into puberty, and you're like, what's happening?
She's like, I turned 30 and now I'm hitting second puberty. What's happening? Big heat flashes. But is it heat flashes or just the circle of hell just
Or
in my
like-
body?
Or like Hellboy, where you have to like grind them down.
That's what I was gonna ask. Is like, you need to like.
She's like, great. Now I have to learn how to take care of my horns in this day and age. Who has time for that?
It's horn oil.
Druids, rangers, and sorcerers should pull heavy connection from the wilderness and from nature being in this area. Consider how your character's connection to the natural world might be impacted by this new pantheon, which is nature-based.
Hell yes.
What, did we go over
Is that for
the new
druids
pantheon?
and-
I have
Or just
purposely left
druids
it
and
vague,
ranger?
Cool.
as you are all
I
discovering.
heard Druid and Ranger.
Okay.
Was that for druid and ranger?
Yeah,
Only?
druid, rangers, and sorcerers.
And sorcerers. Okay,
Yep.
I didn't hear the sorcerer.
So your magic comes more from a connection to nature,
Yes.
or how you're connected to the natural world.
So if they come from nature, can I be soul-bound weapon to the pantheon of fire?
Yes.
That's baller.
Yeah.
So cool.
Let's think, because you're doing
Seraph.
Seraph. Those are, they don't have a specific thing listed here, but we can talk about what we can add there, so that works.
Sweet.
And you are a Vengeance Guardian? Or
No, I'm going to Stalwart.
Stalwart, okay. So nothing else I need to add in there.
Nope.
Okay, so those are all from that.
Basic bitch of.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, I'm not saying that it is,
Okay.
All right.
but it is.
half an elf and half a tiefling, that's basic.
She found the code that says dark elf and went that.
Yep.
I love that you're like the knight kind of thing here.
That's
That's
all
so
I wanna be.
cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's very much not what I do on Mondays.
But like I'm Warden of Renewal Druid, very much not what I play. My favorite class in just about everything else is sorcerer, but like
Yeah.
looking at the sorcerer in Daggerheart, I'm like,
Gives you a little bit more.
that's not what I like about it, and I love that because
Yeah.
it makes me want to play other things. That's why I was
So
Yeah.
you
like,
like the mechanics
Druid or
of like
Seraph.
sorcerer?
Yes.
Yeah.
My favorite is Wild Magic Sorcerer because
Yeah.
it's
That's
just,
perfect for druid.
Yeah.
You're right.
let's just accidentally burn everything.
Right. Yeah.
All right, languages. You are not asked to pick specific languages in Daggerheart.
No.
The game assumes everyone speaks a common language,
Speak caterwauling.
Caterwauling. And that sign language is widely understood as well.
Oh, that's cool.
If you'd like to have specific regional languages in the campaign, discuss options with your table. So, yes, I would say the
Racial
equivalent to what like a
catalog.
thieves' cant or a local dialect. I would say you absolutely could have a way of communicating with others from your small pockets.
Northeast.
Is there
Boston.
Boston.
because
Boston's
based
the
off
lakes.
of Dracona and like the dwarves and whatnot, is there any kind of like a language sort of thing?
No, everyone.
Okay.
There is a
Everyone's
standard language,
Okay.
and that's just Daggerheart's mechanics.
Cool.
So we'll keep that. But I say for flavor, if you want to have, like with your best friends, have certain terminology that doesn't make sense to other people, it's not going to be enough to have a conversation without someone understanding what you're doing, but it might give you the advantage you need to slip something past them. And you, as a group, will probably come up with your own terminology to use as like code words that you can create.
Safe words.
Jenga.
Stack them so we're not copying another campaign. So. All right, we're gonna assign.
Monopoly is a weird word.
Yeah.
Man, when's that gonna
It's
come
one opoly. knows?
Assign character traits now. So we're gonna go back to our character sheets.
Yes, my favorite
Agility is your sprint, leap, and maneuver. Strength is your lift, smash, and grapple. Finesse is control, hide, and tinker. Instinct is perceive, sense, and navigate. Presence is charm, perform, and deceive. And knowledge is recall, analyze, and comprehend.
Love.
There are going to be many things that could fit between two. When that happens, I will ask you to choose whichever one better fits the story, or if they both fit equally, choose the one that is better for you. Distribute the modifiers. You will have a +2, a +1, and another +1, a 0 and a 0, and a -1. If you are unsure where to put them, your character guide will give you a hint of what will best fit your build.
These two.
But please feel free to adjust it as you wish. These will get added when you do certain rolls, like an action roll. You'll take your total and then you'll add that modifier to it, or subtract if it's the negative one.
I'm a dummy. Well, I'm real strong.
This is the first time I get to talk about this, and I'm very excited about it. There are tokens in this game. Tokens for everything. You'll see in front of you that I've put all of the provided beautiful glass crystal beads of hope. You can choose your color from your character.
It's satisfying.
But I recommend that as you're building your character in the next 2 weeks, you start thinking about what tokens belong to your character and bring some of your own, like buttons or rocks and pebbles. And make tokens, they can be any shape or size that you wish, but that fit your character a little bit more. So if you are a fairy from the wild that loves shiny pebbles, if you want to bring a bag full of shiny pebbles that you use as your tokens instead of those,
Go to the
I
beach.
strongly recommend that to
That's nice.
further with the character. I have mine as well. They are the fear tokens. So I have 12 of these black crystals.
You're a Seaborn, right? You could do little shells.
I could do shells.
Sorry, microphone with all this cable.
Oh man, I think my mom has some. There's these seeds that would float over from Africa to, like in the fall, they would land in the Northeast on the beaches. They're called devil's heads.
Those are perfect.
Yeah. Oh my, I think my mom.
She's just
still
gonna
has
matchsticks.
some. Yeah.
Just light it each time.
You're just
She
you're
wants
just
to
gonna
be
bring a
warlock.
Simo.
Just let her be a warlock, KP.
The sheriff.
Or just either way.
I'm just an expert warlock.
Just
and
bring
I
some
never flavor.
frankincense and myrrh and a blowtorch. Why not?
She's gonna have.
Alright, I have to ask Karen, see if she has any of those lying around.
If you
Every-
two die, we'll just have to know what's gonna happen.
Every session I light a match and see what happens.
Where's the smoke?
We all
There's
duck.
right above you. All right, it's time to take a quick break from making choices. Instead, fill out sections of your character sheet. I love that it talks to me like that.
It's like, don't patronize me.
Yeah.
Are you
Uh,
still watching?
I'm dead.
Shut up, Netflix. I haven't moved from the couch in 4 hours.
Evasion. Your character's evasion reflects how hard it is for adversaries to hit you. Your class's starting evasion appears right beneath the evasion field on your character sheet. Copy this number into that evasion field.
Weird.
When an adversary makes an attack against your character, I'm going to roll, and if it meets it, beats it, or higher, then it will hit you.
Oh, you just start at 10 on that.
Your character's evasion starts low. That's because it's not only a means of avoiding damage. If you're hit, you'll also have the opportunity to reduce that incoming damage using armor. Hit points and stress. Mechanic of this game is you have a certain number of hit points and a certain number of stress, and you can use them in different ways. If you don't have any stress to mark, and you have to mark another one, you mark a hit point instead. So think of armor and stress are all basically sort of like a temporary hit points. There's a way to, you use those first before you use all your hit points, because once your hit points drop, then you make a death move, and we'll talk about that. The biggest concept and addition from Daggerheart is the hope and fear aspect. Hope is for players, fear is for the game master. Anytime you roll with hope, so when you roll your 2d12 dice, and the higher one is your hope dice, so you'll have to decide which of your d12s is hope, which one's fear, you will gain a hope back. And the successful roll would be, say you beat the challenge difficulty with your hope die being the higher one, you have a success with hope. And that's about as good as you can get. There are critical successes, but the other side of it is if your fear dice is higher, you could still succeed on your check, but you can succeed with fear. I will gain a fear, and in a combat situation, that will turn the turn order to me. We'll talk about that later, but right now we're still building characters. You start with 2 hope, though. So that's the important thing here, is to mark that you have 2 hope.
Jumping a little bit around. Just because evasion. Because armor impacts your evasion. Am I able to, this recommends leather. I would like to do gambeson.
Okay.
Just because it increases your evasion by 1.
Okay. Let me.
That's the only reason I'm talking about it right now.
Yeah. Step 5. Choose your starting equipment. So we're right there. So you use physical weapons to attack your foes. If you have the spellcast trait, you can wield magic weapons. For this, please take any of the suggestions that are on your character sheets. You can use those for now. If you wish to have other things, we will go searching for those. So if it's on your character sheet for now, feel free just to add it for free. Make your best choices as you see it. Currency in this game is not a major aspect. There is a form of currency that we can use, but it is handfuls, bags, and chests of gold pieces. I'm not going to literally nickel and dime during this. Currency is not the primary driving focus of adventures, like in other games. How much money do we get? How much items do we get? There are other aspects to this as well. So feel free to go through. Your armor is how you can reduce the severity of incoming attacks. So when you look at your damage thresholds, and we'll talk about that number based on what armor you choose, what your class is, when you take between a certain threshold and you take a major damage, you'd mark off 2 hit points normally. If you can use an armor to reduce that to the next category down. So from major to minor, you can only take 1 hit point. If you are in the minor, you can use your armor to take nothing. Once your armor has been spent, however, you don't have any more protection there. So it's good when you are picking your armor to think about that, the shields. The little shield symbols, I should say. That makes sense to everyone?
Mm-hmm.
Choose other starting items. Your inventory includes anything else your character is carrying. The top of your character guide will also list starting inventory items, like a torch, 50 feet of rope, basic supplies, handful of gold, minor health potion or minor stamina potion. So health can clear hit points, stamina can clear stress. Stamina for me would be coffee.
Me too. I always add coffee somewhere in my inventory.
In the coming week or so, you can also talk to me about more additional items that you want. We're going to do that now to save a little bit of time, and also give me the chance to look through and think about. Sometimes it's fun just to say, "Yep, you have it," and other times that gives me a very early adventure hook. That you want to go search for that item, and it gives us something to do early game. Once everyone's done that, we're going to create experiences, and then we're going to go into our last cards, the domain cards, which we've held on to. So at Daggerheart, your character's experiences are one of the core ways you express their backstory and expertise through mechanics. An experience is a word or phrase used to encapsulate a specific set of skills your character has acquired over the course of their exciting life. Your character starts with 2 experiences. Each will give you a +2 modifier, and you'll earn more throughout your adventures. Before creating experiences, you'll want to have a solid idea of who your character is. The background questions are especially helpful for this, and when you're ready, we're going to create some experiences that help shape your character.
I think the experiences is the one I'm going to need that week to mull on, I think.
Absolutely.
For me.
So think about potential backstories, backgrounds, characteristics, specialties, skills. There are some fill in the blanks on your character guide that will give you examples to choose from, or you can come up with something completely on your own.
How many experiences should we have at level 1?
2. You have 2 experiences with a +2 modifier. Your character has the opportunity to gain new experiences, however, they also may outgrow their experiences and change them. So if you start off thinking that you are very much a hack and slash type individual, and one of your experiences is swing first, think later, but you may find out that this group that you're with has taught you to approach things more through words than violence. Your experience may shift to think before acting. I'm going to have us choose our domain cards, and then we're going to spend the rest of the session building connections and talking about our characters together until our time elapses, and then we will continue this in Discord, back and forth, asking questions. There are 3 for each character sheet. We will use all of them, but I also encourage everyone to write a new question as a 4th. And that will take some time into Discord to really build. I would like all of us to know each other a little bit of time now. So that's why we're going to connect, so we don't have that awkward you all show up at a tavern, because that is not how I start sessions.
Love it.
I will not share how I start my sessions until it happens, because it's fun and exciting to do it that way. But it's important that you all know a little bit about each other and have spent some time together, which is going to require some effort on our part to put the story. And I will help guide and tie things together. I'd like to combine my words tonight. I've been talking for 3 hours. So, we're going to choose domain cards. The pretty artwork that's been staring at you this whole time is the different domains. I'm going to give you a look. So, some of you are going to share domains. In fact, everyone except for the Guardian is sharing a domain. Oh no, Seraph, never mind.
Hey.
Everyone here is sharing a domain with each
It's
other.
gotta be sitting next to each other.
It's table bias.
Yeah.
You do not
Got
need...
that valor.
So I'm going to start with a Seraph, because that's the order I'm going.
They will die without us.
The
Yeah.
Seraph has the Splendor domain.
You'll die without me.
I might be sent back. Who knows? I've
Or
never
struck.
died before.
So the Splendor domain is entirely yours as a Seraph.
Ooh, okay.
So you don't need to wait to see if anyone else wants anything there. The Guardian and you share Valor.
Guardians of Valor.
And the Guardian also has.
And we can take 2 from the same domain.
You
if we
can.
wish. Okay.
That's
Yep.
cool.
And Blade.
There's only one blade.
When will that movie ever come out?
And our sorcerer.
It's done after death.
Yeah.
That's never happening.
Our
That was
sorcerer
enough.
has the
Yeah.
Midnight Domain.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's not bedtime.
And you share the Arcana domain with the Druid.
Oh shit, look at how we did with the tables.
Yeah.
We're so thoughtful.
Druid also has the Sage domain.
KB doesn't know, but we mitigate the whole thing.
Totally.
Which means
That's why Peridot's not here.
which means following very much in suit with how I always play games, if I wanted to throw an NPC
Tier 3 monsters, immediately.
a rogue and a bard would be the perfect combo because no one touched that area.
Mm-hmm.
And
A
the bard-
rival adventuring party. That's
Yeah.
all the classes we didn't pick.
They're just
helpful
the
NPC.
they're just the Saja boys.
I don't know.
I love
Yes.
I love a good rogue and bard. Those are my favorite characters to play.
I love a bard too.
I'm a skill monkey, so
They're fun.
I've never done a cleric or paladin class, so I want to try it out.
I love it.
As much as I love playing sorcerer, my favorite character I've played was a glamour bard.
Yes. I wish I was there for that because that sounds
I'm
so
literally just there
fun.
for support and just chaos. It was so
And
fun.
this is the one we share.
You guys share
No, I would
Shield
not.
Valor.
I would not have this. You choose one of these, right?
Yep. So you choose 2 domain cards in
Okay.
total.
So one midnight and one.
But if someone else,
Oh my god.
if you are sharing a
this
domain, only one person gets that card ring.
Why
one. No
not?
armor. Do you want it?
No, I'm kidding. Go.
Oh, okay.
That's all you.
I love that.
That's a really good one.
Yeah, because I didn't want to wear chainmail. I was like,
Yeah.
girl doesn't want chainmail.
Nice.
So you're doing the armorless.
I'm gonna be just cloth.
Yeah.
Fire, strength, cloth. That's me. Alright, that's one.
Okay. I'm doing that.
I'll do this because this is like my favorite thing to do. Baldur's Gate is just pick locks. So yeah, I think I'm gonna take lock picking.
Okay. You could take another one from there if that's more interesting than these options for you. I
What do you
would like to. So your options are you
This
get
one?
2 from all of midnight and all of these.
Not just the 3 we just had.
Correct.
Correct.
Oh.
Those 3 he doesn't share, so you can choose any without having to think of it.
These are the 3 that
That's
we
pretty good,
share.
it's pretty
I
good.
would like to do this one,
Those two? Which one?
but if you want to talk about it, we can.
Your shield and roll.
No, you can have that. That's
Okay.
cool. I don't know if I would be a lockpicker. It's just a
that's
cool
like-
mechanic that I
You're gonna be
enjoy
like,
because
oh,
I'm just like I need to find out what's in there.
Yep.
Okay.
But all I was saying is that
Which is
if
awesome. My other characters.
one of those other 2 cards was
Yeah.
more interesting to you
Perfect.
than these 2,
He does
That I
not
can
hang
do
out.
that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's not just like 9 more
Just-
cards from Midnight and Arcana that are
Yep.
just floating around.
And every
I
time you
can
level up, there'll be new cards that appear, or you can take another one from these.
look at. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
it's just one of those things where I like. Because the way Daggerheart makes characters, I'm like, just because you're a sorcerer, even though it sounds roguey, take it.
Mhm.
Do it.
Play the character you
Let's
want
So
to play.
I did this as Peridot, and I'm keeping this because that's cool as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, Unleash Chaos. Hell yeah. That's so cool. Unleash
I can.
who's ready to share what they chose?
Pick and pull? Oh, like push and pull, like water bending. But I can lock pick.
Here are the
'Cause I'm
2
invisible.
druid cards that
Yeah.
don't affect right now.
Okay.
I wish we brought snacks. I'm hungry.
No, I think I'm okay without it. Thank you.
I'm like, where's the closest McDonald's?
I can already kind of do that though. There's 3.
You asked if we'd like to share. I can share.
Yeah.
So as a druid, I took the spell of Vicious Entangle,
Mm-hmm.
which allows me to tangle up someone in vines and rips in the.
Finds and what?
The other one I took.
I know what I heard.
I love you.
The other one I took is Rune Ward. And I partially took this. So one of the things you asked about my character as a wildborn is like what caused you to leave your community. And all fairies go through some form of transformation. And like I was like really fighting back and forth on Nomadborn and Wildborn, and I've kind of decided that my character's community was a Nomadborn community, but wound up transforming at an inopportune time, and their community left them behind.
Okay.
And one of the things for the druid is like you can choose either a small bag of rocks and bones or a strange pendant found in the dirt. And I'm gonna say that the strange pendant is something from my family or community that was left behind that I found after my transformation. And that's gonna be with Rune Ward. It is you have a deeply personal trinket that can be infused with protective energy and held as a ward by you or an ally.
Love it.
That's so cute.
So-
I love
God
that.
damn it, Ryan.
Saddest backstory right here. Oh my gosh.
Stop
I'm-
being good at this.
The girl's kind of a bitch.
I'm
I
upset
really
now.
No, we need that. We need that energy. We need a stone cold bitch.
But yeah,
or
the-
fiery bitch.
to be clear, the Rune Ward, like, it's a personal trinket that I can either have myself or give to somebody, and when you take damage, you can expend a hope to reduce the damage by 1d8.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
Really?
pretty good.
Well,
That's
see,
good.
hope, reduce the incoming damage by 1d8. If it's an 8, the ward's power ends. After it reduces damage this turn, it can be recharged for free on your next rest.
Cool.
So,
Where are we writing these? On here?
the cards are
I think
your
you
cards.
just keep
Oh,
them.
Yeah.
We'll take a picture of them before we leave.
Yeah, so
today.
thank you for the reminder.
Yeah.
Like, I'll take pictures of your
Oh my
character
God, we
sheets.
need to take pictures.
And then
Yes.
you guys take pictures of the
Okay.
cards.
Yeah, I got
And then we put it all into Discord so then you know what you have.
Yeah.
You'll never remember.
No, we won't.
Set it on
It's the
camera.
ADHD curse. It's like, I'll remember. No,
Okay.
we
I'll
won't.
write on the. I have a chalkboard now. I'm gonna start writing those things on the door before we exit.
That's why
I
when
love
big
that.
monsters hit the field, I'm like, okay, I'll take a picture real quick.
Remember, this is.
All right. Who else wants to share?
I can share mine. So I have from Midnight, pick and pull. I have an advantage on action rolls to pick non-magical locks, disarm non-magical traps, or steal items from a target, either through stealth or by force.
Love it.
So I kind of love pick and pull because it sounds like push and pull, like water bendings.
Mhm. Uh-huh.
And she grew up with a younger brother and lots of cousins, so she had to be able to like make her own locks, so no one else could lock pick. So by being defensive and also getting late night stacks, she learned how to do that. I imagine.
I love that you're in a big family.
Yeah,
The locker door.
big family. Lots of weird elf infernus mixologies going on there. Wild old demons running around. And then my other one for Arcana is Unleash Chaos, because yes, that's amazing. At the beginning of each session, place a number of tokens equal to your spellcast trait on this card. I remember I forgot to do that last time. Make a spellcast roll against a target within far range and spend any number of tokens to channel raw energy from within yourself to unleash against them. On a success, roll a number of d10s equal to the tokens you spent and deal that much magic damage to the target.
Nice.
Freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Just ult, why not? Mark a stress to replenish this card with tokens up to your spellcast trait. At the end of each session, clear all unspent tokens. I like being stressed out because I'm always stressed out. So marking stresses, I'm just like, let's go, let's be stressed, and unleash chaos. So
Awesome.
I'm very excited to play that.
This side of the table.
Oh, okay.
You wanna go?
So I took I am your shield.
Mm-hmm.
When an ally within very close range would take damage, you can mark a stress to stand in the way of that and make yourself the target of the attack instead. When you take damage from this attack, you can mark any number of stress slots. So very much we'll try to be the center of attention in that.
Mm-hmm.
And then also taking Whirlwind, make an attack against a target within very close range. On a success, spend a hope to use the attack against all other targets within that very close range. Yeah,
Great.
very much being.
It's gonna be
That's
so
cool.
interesting watching you play this type of character.
Me too.
Yeah, I think it will catch me off guard every time.
Yep.
Okay, so mine I didn't want to be in chainmail because I feel like that doesn't suit this fabulous diva who's wearing just like belly dance outfit in my mind. So I took bare bones.
Okay.
So she's just wearing her regular ass clothes. And so when you choose not to equip armor, you have a base armor score of 3 plus your strength. So actually, my armor is going to go up to 5.
Nice.
Because I'm strong,
Strong.
motherfucker. And I get the following damage thresholds: 9 and 19,
Great.
which is nuts.
Yeah.
I'm so
That's higher than chainmail.
Yeah.
That's wild to me.
Yeah, chainmail will not be good with
It's
fire.
You have to be that domain, and you have to
Yes.
use that. So where everyone can find chainmail.
Yeah.
That's cool as hell.
And then I chose Bolt Beacon because I used that in our pest when we did the one shot, and I love that was basically like a guiding bolt giving advantage.
Yeah.
And also, I think her weapon is going to be a spear,
Mm-hmm.
and so to fire like something from the spear is
Yeah.
just hilarious to me.
like a firecracker.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Roman
Like
candle.
a stab.
Roman candle,
yeah. Exactly.
What did you lie?
Sorry, it's a firegrass spear.
Yes.
Same diff. I love that.
So we can get into all that other stuff later.
I might use the restroom before we start asking
Okay.
questions.
Yeah, I'll go after you.
Okay.
Some connections.
Yeah.
You missed everything.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We already did our first
sorry,
session.
Everyone else has got connections.
You're now alienated from the group.
No, my girl will be even busier.
She's too awesome.
We will have to find you.
So, you've almost finished creating your character. Now it's time to forge their connections. These represent the relationships and personal history between your character and your fellow party members. So, this is meant to be done after we have got our characters pretty close to completion. Is anyone really far away from a concept still? Or everyone has
I'm
a pretty
pretty
good
locked
idea?
in.
Okay. So I feel like we are safe to do this now. Does anyone have a name for their character already?
I do.
No? Okay, so for now, let's just go by... We'll save the names for the chats later on, unless you want to share it now. Otherwise, we'll just go by Pat's character, Ryan's character, while we're making these connections.
That works.
Would it be better to refer to them by class at this point?
Doesn't matter. However
Just
you
to
guys-
just to differentiate them from our set.
Sure. However you feel best. I don't have a hard set rule here, but you're gonna look on your character sheets now, and you're gonna see there are some questions under the connections. I would like you to try to form as many connections across this table as possible with 4 of you and a lot of questions, and then we'll save that 4th question for Discord when you had some time to think.
Yeah.
So to build these connections, it's a little improv game. You just ask someone that question, and they're going to give you an answer. But this is yes and. But feel free to collaborate on the answer. If it's something that completely goes against what you were thinking of your character, give them a suggestion to go with that. In case you're looking for examples, when we were playtesting, one of them was like, what is a secret that I gave to you that I know you'll trust until I die? That can be something as serious as that. But we did is what's one thing you know about me that no one else really knows? And it's like in the middle of the night, I always reach my hand out and have to grab yours. And like we just met, but for some reason I always grab this person's hand. And that formed a connection between those two characters that actually played out through the whole session. We held hands through most of the
that's
session, which was hilarious trying to roll dice.
They were roommates.
I actually have a question for your character that I think really fits.
Well, let's kick it off.
That's probably.
You've told me to protect one member of our party above all others, even yourself. Who are they and why? It's basically one of these two.
Oh my god.
But we won't know. It's a mystery. Oh,
I
that's
think
AI.
it would be the fairy, because that'd be something that I've never seen before. Infernus seems like it would be something that would, if we had just met, and this is just based on recent interactions,
That's fair.
then
Because,
Yeah.
like, he's an enigma, like a new thing, a rarity.
yeah.
So the
but it's
bug
also,
man's
like,
cool.
very
but
strange, but also like very like beautiful in the sense of like
Aw.
you know, what was it? The
Lunar
I ship it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
See, the problem is, I wanted to ask you a specific question on this list because your character being a guardian, I'm like, I just want this.
You can still do this.
What affectionate nickname have you given me?
Yeah.
That's so good.
Oh my goodness.
It works off.
Buggy.
I'm going to say you guys have known each other 1 month.
Okay.
A month?
Okay.
That's not very long.
Love that.
So these things could have been
Long
questions
enough.
early on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. But you have known each other for 1 month now, so well enough.
Yeah. I have my 4th question already.
Oh.
Wow.
I feel like, is it like a hypothetical kind of combat or like a situation that we've been in that
You
we
can tell me. So when you guys
Okay.
write your stories,
Sure.
tell me some things that have happened already. Okay, kitties.
I love that. Do you have like kind of like the lunar moth, or like just moth in general, like eyes on your wings, or is it just plain?
Lunar moths absolutely have eyes on their wings.
Yeah. So I think I would just call you like eyes or like the sight. Or,
Okay.
4 eyes.
Yeah.
You have beautiful eyes.
4 eyes. 4 eyes without knowing that it's just.
Without
like
knowing that it's a
yeah.
glasses
Yeah.
mockery, yeah.
Who has glasses?
And I'm just like, this guy's an asshole.
Yeah.
How many eyes do you have?
One.
I'm working on it.
One.
Okay. I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I'm thinking on that.
It makes sense though that if you pulled
I appreciate
it to
the
the
over the
eyes,
guard on the wall
I would
reference.
hold
Yeah.
two.
I really
no matter
appreciate
what it
that.
was.
I do love that because giants could have like between 1 and 3, so
Yeah.
4 eyes
Yeah.
is amazing
Yeah.
to you.
He's like, you're beautiful.
Ooh.
like a status symbol of how many
Okay.
eyes you
Yes.
have.
I don't know if I want to commit to being the Cyclops, but like,
Yeah.
He
That's
can
okay.
still
That's
be
totally
enamored
okay.
Like
with,
2 eyes.
with
That
the
does
multiple
sound like
eyes.
fun.
I loved your idea of being born with a certain number of eyes, but losing one through unnatural or natural ways.
Oh, and you're like an eye patch cyclops.
well, I would think through like weird parents
One-eyed
who
Willy.
are part of like a weird kind of sect of.
Yeah.
I definitely want to look
But
over
if,
the eye.
if that was
the
your
board.
sign that you thought you were going towards the board, excuse me, not the born.
Yeah.
The Bourne ultimatum.
Yeah.
Born.
Yeah, I like
Jason.
that a
You were
lot.
born
I like that a
aboard.
lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jason.
Oh,
And
I love
and
that.
yes, in this world, if you haven't already picked up on it, some of those are tongue in cheeks, like the weave knots and the boards. Like we're bored, we've not done this. Yeah. This world is going to be full of puns.
Do we take any
love
psychic
it.
damage for puns?
Absolutely not, because you'll die quickly.
As
Yeah.
long as it's under the threshold.
I
we're
love
fine.
I forgot to
the
mention
puns.
earlier, like what my
Foresight,
D&D
the eyes, eyes up,
Foresight.
just
Foresight!
yeah,
Oh, that's
love
great.
it.
Foresight.
So good.
Yeah.
Foresight's a great
better
one.
than foreskin.
I love
Oh,
that.
that's come up.
Not that.
I forgot to mention earlier the D&D podcast I listened to were Dungeons and Daddies and Adventure Zone. Dungeons and
Dungeons and
Daddies
Daddies.
is so funny.
Yeah.
That kind of like helped me get over my fear of like getting the rules wrong and just having fun.
Yeah.
And because they fuck the rules so
This past
bad.
week, a longtime buddy of mine and 2 other guys, we did like an online campaign, and we played till 3 a.m. We had a lot of drinks,
Nice.
and
Oh, boy.
yeah, it was basically just
Dungeons
it
and
was like
Daddies.
Dungeons and Daddies.
Just-
That's the inspiration.
Just being like,
That's
I
what
take
we're
off all
doing.
my clothes.
Yeah.
Glenn, why?
Yeah. It's in Phandalin. I don't give a shit.
I don't give a
Like,
shit.
We're just doing it.
Glenn Close, yeah.
I
Yep.
love that.
You have a connection question.
I do. I have one for you, since you are
Yes.
very fire elementally based, and I am very water elementally
Oh,
based.
shit, we're fire and water? Hell
There we
yeah.
go. Steam team.
Team!
I,
Girl, we can make a
I
song.
just realized I wrote everything he said in the wrong spot.
That's
And I'm like,
That's what pencils are for.
What mentor taught you to control your untamed magic, and why are they no longer here to help you and me, possibly?
Oh, I love that.
Because where's my Zuko? I need to
Yes.
find my fire teacher.
So my thought is my girl had an incident when she was like 12.
Oh no.
And a fire happened. Sad day. Many people died. And before it spread beyond the manor house, someone showed up in a cloak. And the fire didn't spread anymore. And in fact, it actually calmed down at that point. So this person gave a lot of themselves to contain the fire and taught her what she must do now. The reason they're no longer there is she had to kind of like figure out the limits of her power and to control it, and so that person helped her contain it, but it took a lot of their energy to do so.
mysterious cloaked figure.
Yeah.
I feel like my character would be like, you really don't know who it was. You never saw their face. Like she'd be like, let's find them. Like very into it.
Yeah, you she's never outrightly said, because she likes a little bit of mystery and frankly just being kind of a bitch. But you get the very implicit subtext that they are no longer in this mortal plane for some reason.
Oh, she did. Gotcha.
Who has more control over their power? Between you two.
I feel like you're more powerful than me, so I would say you would have more control, especially since I have Unleashed Chaos every once in a
Yes.
while.
I think so.
Yeah,
especially because I was taught to control my power, and that may not be the case for
I was very much, and I'm very open about this. I was very much taught to, like, don't use your powers. Like, we don't need that. Just go do your daily job, do what everyone else is doing.
And that's so funny
I'm
that
like,
you have, like, Unleashed Chaos, because, like, I feel like she was taught specifically never unleash this entity.
Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I need more power to do something, and I've never had the chance to, like, go out and explore my powers at all, because they weren't that strong, but they were weird enough to not use them.
Mm-hmm.
And yours is not from a god.
No, mine's
Yours
very.
is definitely from a god.
Mine's just elementally based. Like, I just have a connection to nature, and I just see nature. Like, I watch the tides ebb and flow, and I was just like, let me copycat that, and then all of a sudden I could control water and whip the hell out of my cousins with a water whip when they piss me off.
How many times I was in the ocean and wanted to water bend.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Firebending's cool too. Let's trade one day.
You don't want what I got.
I don't know, maybe not. But it's still cool. I have to go find water. You could just...
Yeah.
What question do you have?
This is a deep one. I don't know. This goes out to anyone.
Okay.
How did I save your life the first time we met?
But
Does anyone want to take a...
that makes sense.
But thank you.
Take
It's
a
open,
grab?
open question from
I
me to anyone.
didn't realize that.
Sorry. Could you repeat yourself, Patrick? I'm sorry.
No worries. How did I save your life the first time we met?
This goes up to anyone.
Ooh. I was probably surrounded by, like, a bunch of bandits or something, and I did not have any water around me.
And you're, like, too scared to experiment with it.
I absolutely froze, yeah. I was just like,
Okay.
yeah. I froze. Definitely.
Then that would fit in with, I mean...
Yeah, she either freezes or unleashes hell, so...
Sure. You're, like,
Very
completely helpless,
dependable.
And it would just be, like, full shield, completely.
And I'd be like,
And you did, like, the whirlwind to take out everyone behind who was trying to rob her.
Yes.
I would be equally just, like, in awe and also just very grateful.
Okay.
But also angry that I couldn't protect myself at the same time. So probably be like, thanks, but I'd do it myself if I didn't suck.
Chris, you mentioned your character's from Firegrounds, is that correct?
Yes.
Pat, where did you see your character coming from?
I was thinking South Post.
South Coast, okay.
South Post or Crater Town.
So we probably ran into each other
Town
first.
is very
Because-
magic and criminal and low lives.
Right. So I guess South Post.
South Coast is where a board begin their training,
Oh, perfect.
so could be a really good place for you to go.
Okay, love that.
Okay.
Done.
South Coast.
Easy.
I think South Coast is the best weather. It's calm. It's like pleasant compared to everything else. Gets a lot more sun than the rest of the area.
I want it to be like 300. Unfortunately, is the only thing. Actually, not unfortunate. 300 is a great movie for what it is.
For what it is.
Yeah, for what it is. But it's just like, it's trying to join a legion that you just absolutely cannot.
Great.
I feel like I walked into town to Southport as like an adult many years later, and like I'm one of those people that has like the hood, but I still have just my full-on belly dance outfit, so I'm not hiding anything. And I like roll
It's
up.
like a cardigan at that point.
Yeah, it's a bolero top. I roll up and I'm just like, I like slam down for a drink at the bar, trying to mind my own business. People like try to rest have me, and then I just like beat the shit out of them. And then you have to come and be like, what the hell is happening?
Like, why are you beating up these creepy old men? Oh no, Continue.
Just some like military boys who got a little too handsy.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
And Ryan, you said you were from
And then we traveled
between
together.
Puddle
And then we
Branch,
were roommates.
Lake Town, that area.
Yes.
Do you have a community name?
We will have to figure out the timeline. Yeah.
Like
that.
my
'Cause I came from
mentality
over
has
there,
been
so I
like
feel like
I
I
have,
stopped
I
there
have
and then made my way
no
up.
permanent residence.
that way.
Kind of.
'Cause they're
I'm always
nomads.
hopping between Puddle
She's up
Branch,
north,
Lake
and
Town,
he's
and
in Lake
Stepdar.
Town.
Okay.
Yes.
Where were you born?
Uh,
Are you doing it in the lower Rhine Woods?
Eggs.
in the Lower Rhine Woods.
Eggs? They were eggs.
You want to be as far north as that border outpost to the Rhine region?
It's an egg. I can't do.
And a reason why you don't go near there anymore?
Ugh. Maybe there's like a hatching ground for your fairy group or
I
something.
mean, frost.
Oh,
I
like
would
a
imagine
fairy
is pretty
gland.
bad.
Fairy, fairy
Like my
gland.
my
But it's
mentality
hatching
has been I'm always like going the triangle between Lake Town, Stepguard, and Puddle Branch, like hoping
Mhm.
my community comes back through there.
So, I see 3 areas. So I first think something would try. I mean, it's not 3 different woods, 3 different lakes there. So I mean, it could be the Tri-Lake region.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Tri-Lake region.
We will have to know. Is your mom nice, or is she not?
Ooh,
ooh. I feel like the question there is I need
Do you even have
probably
parents?
we need to figure out how
Or is there a queen?
transformation of fairies work in this.
Yeah, is it like a
Like,
beehive?
or is it like a community raises you?
Yeah.
Like,
I think
There's
that'd
no
be
wrong
cute.
answer to the question. I'm
Yeah.
just-
No, it's just
I
what do you
would
want?
What
think,
will we
like, the
figure out in a
community-
month?
Like the community raise, the way I think about it is like a community raises you. So your parents as direct like lineage doesn't
Are you going
matter
with,
as
So
like,
you're a
there's a-
nurture versus nature.
yes.
Are you going with you have like a lot of siblings, like as like a hatch
Or like your whole
sort of
community
thing,
Yeah.
is
or
your
like a
siblings.
Yeah.
as like
okay.
more of like a clutch.
Clutch,
The
yeah, that's what-
and so
I
like
that.
if my group like were to return through this area, it's not such a big deal that like my direct parents were there. It's that group is back.
Both cats are
I have
right
a
here.
really cool concept.
Don't get
for
too
you.
excited.
Okay.
They
A
will
group of
scatter
moths. Do you know what
immediately.
they're called?
Nope.
An eclipse.
Okay, perfect.
And you're a lunar moth.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Damn, that's
so
cool as hell.
Hello.
Hi, Shalom. No one's
Hi,
died.
Shalom.
We can't die when we don't have characters.
We're not even born yet.
Yeah.
We're
We're
borning
still
now.
figuring it out.
So,
Okay.
I haven't
I feel like I
updated.
got another question
Yeah.
Sure.
for you.
So we're gonna call one of those lakes an eclipse lake.
Perfect.
Eclipse, like, I love
Love
that.
that.
Sup,
Okay.
bro?
Why?
I feel like we could probably narrow down where we've all met at this point because it makes sense with you're
So
over in
she
the.
took
That route.
and
I guess
found
we
you on
would have been the
South
first to
Coast.
meet.
Yeah.
And if they were coming from this route,
Yeah.
then sounds like Lake Town would be where everyone would meet.
I think Lake Town
Yeah.
would be a good start.
Love
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
North or south?
So for you, why do you ask me so many questions about my god?
Ooh.
Because I'm magic
Because
users.
I probably half don't believe in it, but I'm also half curious that I might be wrong, and also I want to learn more about why I have magic and why the rest of my family doesn't, as far as I know. And so I'm just like overly curious of your source of magic, and that's why I'm constantly like half challenging you, like, is it real? But also show me, tell me more about it because I want to know more about it.
Take,
Okay.
take it or leave it with a suggestion. You may also wonder why her path is so similar to your path. And,
But I have no guide.
but are do
Yeah.
you not have a guide?
I definitely
Ooh,
don't.
crisis of faith.
Yeah.
What is it?
No one's talked to me explicitly.
And I can't get mine to shut up.
I love that.
What is a guide? Is that just
It means they're God.
Oh,
Where
Yeah.
where do I add that? Can I?
Oh, that was my question for you.
Yeah.
I know, but I want to write that down.
Just writing the extra stuff here. It's great.
We are at 9:30 now. So I'm okay if we want to do one more question each, and then whatever's remaining we can wait and do on Discord after you develop your character a little bit more. We definitely have a great launching point already. And once you start sending me backstory notes, and backstories can be paragraphs, they could be novels, they could be sentences and bullets.
Don't tempt me.
However you want to do this, I will read what you send, and I will start asking a ton of questions and start drawing things. the sooner you get it to me, the quicker I can implement stuff for early games. It doesn't seem like anyone's needing to build any of these cities, so open game if you decide you want to create something out there that I visited, or maybe not someone's home, but feel free to still be to influence this world and build stuff in this world.
I definitely have a question about the Firegrass Plains, and I'm just gonna write that down for myself for later.
Did you go through a city?
I know
Wait,
who I would
you?
ask my other two questions that are written.
Honestly,
You either
probably.
did or you
What's
either
that?
didn't.
Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good. So
Okay.
Sorry.
What animal do I say you remind me of?
me
Yes.
coming from an animal?
No. What animal do I say
Oh.
you remind me of?
Isn't that up to you? Because it's your character saying.
No, that's why she's asking the question. Is
You're
you get
getting
to
an
answer.
improv prompt.
You're an Infernus elf.
An Infernus
Who has
elf who has
water
water powers.
But also, like,
Doesn't
this
make
is
it
you
difficult.
saying, like, my character. This could be
Oh,
my character.
this could be
behaves
derogatory.
Like a viper.
Yeah.
Like,
Or like you're like
Yes.
a bunny and you're like cute, or like you're.
And I'm like, I'm not cute. I'm
Yeah.
evil.
and then my other question I want to ask your character, but
I'm curious to know, because I'm from so far up north in the water that you would even know the animals that are up there that
if you
I
wanna
would think.
about that, I
Yeah.
could ask Chris.
Yeah, give us some time.
I'll think. I'm gonna think on that. Yeah.
What did you confide in me that makes me leap into danger for you every time?
If I were to die, there would be no mortal host to contain this primordial, like this new pantheon god of destruction.
Okay, I'm gonna write that down as an interpretation of my character.
Yes. The fire would get nuts. This is something I've told very few people.
Yep.
Gale Dicarios. Gonna explode.
I'm basically like a little bomb.
So
A bombshell.
Yeah.
because,
Two bombshells. walk
like, I
into
think
the
in a month my character would have like kind of led into this. The way I'm writing this down and the way that my character will remember this is, if I were to die, the flame would be unleashed.
I love that. Yes.
Have you seen the 100?
The 100? No.
Oh no, I started the show back in high school, but I never sat down and finished
Yeah,
it.
it's very much a CW. high
You
school.
watched the 100?
Yeah.
I
all
love
of
this.
it.
I love CW shows.
How the fuck have we
Oh,
never
I
talked
know,
about
so
that?
Because it's not relevant.
Because nobody talks about
Yeah,
the
I
100
guess so.
anymore.
The moment that she talks about a
Holy
flame
shit.
inside, I go, yeah, that's
Yeah,
It's
better.
just 100, yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Cool.
I thought of a
No,
name
good
you would
to know.
call her. You would call her Firebug, because that's cute. And I love the nickname
That's
Firebug.
not what I asked you.
That's
not what I asked you.
I'm aware of that. I haven't figured out what you would call me, because I have no clue if it would be derogatory.
Well, that's the
or not.
3 questions of the paper.
That was my
I haven't
pandemic,
decided who I
by
want
the
to ask
way.
my fourth, but
Yeah,
I
yours
really
is
like
Watch
my
the
fourth.
100, yeah.
You got your questions?
know.
everyone?
I have a third question that I haven't asked
Yeah,
yet.
go
and
for
there's
it.
only
Okay.
one of you
They haven't formed a connection with?
left. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
What promise did you make me agree to should you die on the battlefield? Now you know what happens if I die. But what's the promise that you want me to uphold if you die?
This conversation happened when you guys were blackout drunk.
Oh, absolutely.
When you die, like, what do you want me to do?
My girl's an alcoholic.
Fair.
It would be that you you deliver my pendant to Eclipse Lake.
Okay. I understand because I also have a pendant.
Like the thing that is my room.
We're going to say that this one is a close.
Okay,
second. Sort of like a moon.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would think that Mothman
Love
gets...
that.
I'm calling him Mothman because I don't know what else to call him.
I'll have a name.
I bet he is just used to very, like... He's used to the quiet, and my character is used to just chaos, cousins running around and everything. And so she also enjoys the quiet, but then once you get her started, she will just start talking and just info dumping and then getting like really heated about stuff. So he would call her a cicada. Just really quiet for 17 years, then won't
And
stop
then
screaming.
And then we have to bury her
Yeah.
deep down in the
I had
earth.
Googled loudest
Yeah.
animals in the world as you were talking,
Florida
and right in the middle is the cicada.
Yes.
Go
Yep,
back
and
to sleep, go back to sleep.
She takes a major offense to that.
So you've known her for 17 years, and
Oh,
I love
God.
that.
She thinks she's quiet. And
do you have any more questions on your sheet?
I do. What did I do that makes you cautious around me? Have I unleashed chaos that freaked you guys out? Or something like that. Or I'm just weird. Being Infernus. Half Infernus.
What would be the weird thing that would freak us out?
Or just, it's what did I do that made you cautious? That is the actual question. Getting real vulnerable here, guys.
I think that there was a time where your character, like, gave up our cover by just, like, being absolutely, like my character was absolutely like, we need to be quiet, and you're just like, why? Why would we do that? Like, we don't need to do that right now.
Yeah, because I do that in real life.
And like growing up with siblings, or like you know, you're all constantly wrangling people.
Yeah, I'm
so.
like, who made you in charge? Screw you, I'm older than you, bug man. You were underground for 17 years. You're
I know.
that's really funny. Mothman.
I love that.
What lie have you told me about yourself that I absolutely believe?
That she has a
Take that
boyfriend.
Who lives in Canada. The lie that you
Lives in the
believe.
Rhine
Rhinefjord. His
It's
name is.
super cold there. It
It's really cold.
doesn't come down. It could be a lie.
That's a lie. I help
A
you
lie
cover.
that you absolutely believe. Yes. I commune with my God occasionally, and they are very helpful.
Like you don't need to worry about me. Meanwhile, I'm like, I see your God is pissing you off, so I keep asking you questions.
I think my character would find that to be absolutely awing, because
You think I am very holy and great,
I don't
as
think.
opposed to the reality.
Like put together.
Like you, yeah. I feel like you don't know my dark, like how I got my gods. So
Manic
you're just,
pixie dream girl. And I'm like,
yeah. So
I
you're
think my
like-
she's just
character
manic.
worships some kind of a god, whatever the board is, but
God
like
of honor.
has
valor.
gotten nothing back from, but like thinks that like it's just pure, just
I'd be like, I relate.
Yeah.
No one ever answers me.
and like if somebody's like they speak back to me, it'd be like, oh my god,
I'm more devout
Oh,
than
oh,
you.
oh my you! What's your name? Who are you?
You're praying wrong.
that's wild, and it makes no sense.
I don't think I have a. I don't think I have a shared past with anyone. So why do you trust me so deeply? I would assume like you and I would trust each other, even though we'd be like.
I think you and I hated each other at first,
Totally.
but after like we were in combat together and had to rely on each other,
Fire.
I
and
think
water.
now like you're my ride or die.
Double in the waist. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. Because like I kind of see a little bit of myself in you. Like the
Yeah.
elemental power, being kind of scared of what's happening to you, and I have the like clairvoyance of I know exactly where my power comes from and you don't, and so I trust you to kind of like make different mistakes than me.
We would have each other's backs. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
And also, if I get too hot, you can cool me down.
Yeah. I just be like, whoosh.
You're like a fire hydrant for me,
Sure.
and I love that.
Yeah. Dogs piss on me. Great. Oh my god.
Final questions here.
What small gift did you give me that you notice I always carry with me?
Lamp.
I love lamp. That'd be great.
I love lamp.
87th key of the
I will lean into that hard.
What?
Immediately what comes to mind is if there's some kind of flower or fruit that's only found like high in a tree,
You would go get it for him?
Ooh.
Because like as a fairy, I can naturally fly,
Sure.
and so I'm like
It's out of my
something that would
reach
be
because I'm
difficult
like-
for you to get.
You're too
I'm
big to
big,
climb
yeah.
a tree.
I'm not giant, but like I'm big, but like
How about a moonflower?
also like
What?
a moonflower, something that only blooms at night up top.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
A moon
Done.
orchid or
So it's
something.
a seed or a pod. But
yeah.
Yeah, it's cute.
Definitely ate it, but I kept like the seed pod.
Yeah.
So
It's like not. It's like one of those edible
Yeah.
flowers, which doesn't have any taste.
Yeah,
Which
so
does
it's almost like
not
if you were
last,
running
and it's
through.
and it
Yeah.
just
you
makes
give
your
it a
fingers
rose
smell
and you let
weird.
it dry
yeah.
up, and then you're like,
Yeah.
oh, how do I carry this around?
But
Like,
I
what do I
can't
do?
get rid of it because they might see it.
I have put 4 of my own questions and paired you guys up
That's great.
in Discord, which you
Yes.
guys can answer in your own free will and time, but they are required that you answer together. So message each other and think about the answer because it's a. For the first one you'll see is Pat with Monica. What conflicting viewpoint on the world have you two worked on a compromise between you? What was the compromise? I guess I'll just read them all out. Krista with Ryan. What area of Silverheim have you visited without the others present? And what was done there? Why do you want to bring the others next time?
There was a forest fire somewhere.
You met Smokey the Bear.
Monica with Krista. What shared dreams or goals do you have that keep you together? What is
Aw.
holding you back from accomplishing this dream?
Interesting.
And Ryan with Pat. What mutual enemy has formed between you in the months you've known each other? What is your plan to get back at them?
That's a good question.
So those are some questions for you guys as we're going to wrap up our session 0 and our character
Yes.
creation. We got 2
Oh.
weeks of behind the cameras to discuss and build things, and then we'll have a more fleshed out map and some backstories and character names. I also asked, please, you can find some mini to represent your character. If it's Hero Forge, I will print and paint it for you. If it is a different model that requires being paid for, I just ask that you do that. So if you go onto like Rescale Minis and be like, I really like this miniature, can this be my character? Absolutely. Just send me the .stl file. But I have Hero Forge, so if you want to do that, I can download those with the tokens I have. I have too many that I ever use in a year. And again, sooner than later will give me time to actually finish them. Otherwise, we'll have black and white minis for the start of our sessions.
Okay.
Don't want that.
All right, so
I could help
thank
you
you,
make
You have to make
everyone.
another hero.
Don't forget to take pictures of your
Take
cards.
pictures of your character sheets
Yes.
and cards.
Oh yeah.
Already did. Already in the